welcome to another video review. I am Max. This is Kat. And today we have a double feature. We are reviewing some very hot flerf from flerf action. So I would suggest that if your kids are around, go somewhere else, because this is going to be hot. So I'm already feeling dirty, and we still haven't started, but this is primo stuff, like unbelievably dumb and hilarious. You probably noticed we have. Oh, Ashton says, I watched the show with my 7-year-old son. Oh, that's not. Oh, yeah, this one, it's pretty bomb. Yes, love it. So we are reviewing Oakley. Very apt, because yesterday we reviewed with Toon Dave Weiss and Angel of Derp on some podcast, some conspiracy nutter kind of a thing. And this is the Oakley's response to that. And it's so good. And then as a bonus feature, we have, as a second showing for our matinee tonight, we have Oakley versus Witsit. Primo stuff. The pure, uncut, flerf on flerf, uncensored action, and it's going to be so good. So good. I believe there's a debate tomorrow on MDD, so we will have an after show for that. And let's say hello to our friends. Liz, hello. Aldebaran, hello. I did hear that I got a hater on Toon's stream last night. I was kind of tired, so I went to bed early, but I will check that out, because apparently they were talking about me. It looks like they didn't understand my joke about punching an old lady in the face. Yes, Ashton says Mac punches old ladies. Citizen 9 asks, is this show PG? It is PG, but it's also PG-17. I wouldn't want minors watching, because this is some really hot flerf from flerf action. All right. So thank you everyone for being here. Before we get into it, make sure to do the social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and yell, subscribe to Yerba Mate Talks! It doesn't roll off the tongue like the previous one, but we're all good. And we are, let me show you, YouTube Studio. We are very well on our way to getting that monetization done. We here we have gone through the threshold of the 500 subs and just need about 2,000 more hours, so we should be ready very soon. So very happy that we are getting there very faster, like a lot faster than I would have anticipated. David also did some animated backgrounds, which I didn't have enough time to set up for today, but we will have those coming up very shortly. And they are kind of really, really cool. DPD Bank says, we need watch hours so no one leaves. Lock the gates. Yes. That green screen thingy is freaking my eyes out. Which one? Mine? Because everyone knows that this is not a green screen. I'm just CGI. Icy Spin, yes. Give me 1 second. I don't see you as a mod. Let's fix that right away. There you go. No, I need to change my account. Give me 1 second. And yes, for now, until we get that monetization, if you have any spare change, Icy Spin will be sharing the link. We'll fix that. There you go. You're all modded up. Thank you so much. Sarah Jones says, I'm back. No, why? What's happening? Oh, there we go. Sarah Jones says, I'm back. It's tuna. Tuna sandwich. That's lovely. All righty. Let me close this up and we'll put the replay here. Chat replay. We're going to go way past the intro and we'll start. Joe Black says a 2,000-hour stream only needs one person to watch it. Just saying. Yeah, that is true. Oh, I forgot. We have our trusted Mate, because that's what this channel is all about. Talks with Mate. Fugazi says, "Oh man, where am I? Oh, you're where you're supposed to be. This is where you have to be." David, now that you're here, hello. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. We'll get those things onto the channel shortly. I just had a bit of a hard day, a busy day, but we'll get that working in no time. That knows best. My mate mug arrived today. Yes. Oh, I've been getting a bunch of messages from people that, because of the name of the channel and that kind of stuff, I've been getting messages of people trying out yerba mate and like trying to find in their area. So I've got a bunch of messages from people that they're telling me, hey, I'm trying, I found a place that has yerba. I'm going to buy it and try it out. So that's awesome. We are spreading the gospel of mate to the world, and that's lovely. Where were we? We were here. Yes, sir. Ashton tells me, David had an extensive chat with your hater. Oh. Monkey Cat Pat says, I do want to try it. I'll be looking. That's awesome, because if we ever meet, if we ever get me over to the US and we meet, we can have a big mate fest. That would be lovely. And yes, I have Toon's stream from last night queued up. I'll watch it when I'm done, because a bunch of people have been telling me that, yes, that I have a hater, that they misunderstood some joke I did about punching old ladies in the face as something that I would do and not me just being myself. And mate party, indeed. All right. Let me check, because I don't want to hear his rambling. I just want to see when Angel comes on. Oh, I have to do one thing before we continue. I have to thank, 1 second, I need to find the chat here. Buck Salt Buster is the person that shared the link to me, and that's why I found it, because I don't regularly watch Oakley, but this is so good. Where is it that Angel comes on? 1 second. Oh, that's a good part. He's gatekeeping flat Earth. If he's not an absolute pig, he would show up here and ask you instead of making mad accusations. Yeah, probably. But that person doesn't really have a beef with me. They had a beef with me by association. Apparently, they don't like Ozian, which turns out they were right, but I didn't know that at the time. So that person went around accusing me of stuff that I had nothing to do with. My job there at Matters Now was just limited to hosting. But this guy thinks that I was in on it and yada, yada, yada. No, right now I'm not playing it. Right now I'm just rambling. But yeah, that person, that I think it's probably a dude out of their mind. Like they're whack jobs. And of course, they didn't understand the joke. So what more can you ask? We can't hear it. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. That's weird. Oh, because I'm sharing the wrong tab. I'm such a dumbass. Oh my, I'm such a dummy. It's this one first and that one. Share this tab.
Reason why we have relative density disequilibrium effects to observe.
There we go. This is the one. I was listening to a wrong video on my side. Such a
prior
dumbass.
from memory, which is start of both Flat Earth Debate Uncut and After Show and live show simultaneously.
No one cares.
Oh,
no one cares.
Chibango, that intro, I was good. Not claiming anything. I'm just asking for the people who claim there is a gravity of any description change in the
Angel is there. You can see him like right there, angels of light.
Density of the medium when varied causes a vector change in a given object.
It was better when we didn't hear him. Can we go back? Yeah, the problem is that's no fun.
Suspended in said medium. Well, that's science at its purest and very useful. It doesn't establish the reason why we have relative density disequilibrium effects to observe, because that would be a second order effect of entropy. And entropy itself is a description of a law of nature, and laws of nature are just that, things that occur always, as opposed to things you can put through the scientific method to figure out the cause of. You can't rewind the arrow of time to figure out what started everything. Now, I would suggest God started it all, because it's the only answer when looking at the ontological primitives.
Oh, that's lovely. So a presupposition. Now you have a double standard because you're asking for people to prove gravity, and you make a big assumption when you said, yeah, oh, God did it. No.
That is to say, either in an either-or scenario, nature created what we experience, or an external entity, that is to say a God, or God created what we experience. Now, given that the first answer, that's nature created us, is a first law of thermodynamics violation, I'm going to go with the only available alternative, which is that God is the answer to the start of.
Which God? I like Vishnu. Can we do Vishnu?
Entropic dispersion, or any description held within the second law of thermodynamics. I can't ascribe anything else, but for the fact that we have the ontological primitives, I can make such a solid statement in that regard. That was a lot of S's. Hey, Brian. Oh, and I can't talk more.
There. God from ontology equal dualism, but all dualism suffer from the same problem. No inter-ontology communication. Very well put there. Yeah. Sarah Jones says, his voice is not as bad as Dubé's voice. That always reminds me of the crackhead that asked everyone, have you got £1 for the payphone outside the local shop?
Or to know I'm in the supermarket. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Brian.
Hey, Nathan. My hands full. Thanks for the racism.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of casual racism against the Irish. I thought that was all in good fun. Isn't that still tolerable? Like gingers?
It seems to always be tolerable.
It's only the Scottish that get uppity about it. And not on your behalf either, I'm telling you that.
Casual racism, not that fun.
Any single...
What did you call Pete Shea, an intellectual entrepreneur one time?
Me?
You used the word, Brian, when you came in with one of your remarks. And you compared him with Pete Shea. Brian called...
Gloater Society says, yes, agree. Dubé's voice is the worst. I don't think it's the voice that much. I think it's the monotone while speaking. It just sounds off. It sounds purposely artificial. Like, people don't speak like that. People have inflections. People have... They get excited and tones go up and down, and that makes a voice human. But yeah, the monotone, I think, is the worst about Dubé.
Him an intellectual entrepreneur or something.
I've never said that in about PJ, ever. I've never said that in about PJ. That's someone else.
Nah, it was you. It was a joke. Because he said you and Pete Shea something, and you said, yeah, we're intellectual pioneers or something.
Wouldn't dare.
Yeah, maybe both of us. I said both of us. Because we were both being attacked by somebody at the time. Yeah, but I didn't personally attack Pete Shea on his own.
No, I didn't attack him at all. You just said he's an intellectual pioneer, like yourself, and I agree.
Oh, I
wouldn't necessarily.
Don't you love it when they suck each other off and it's like, oh, I love it. Oh, you're so cool. That is just the greatest.
Hey,
tar them two with the same brush, but there we go. Other than both being Irish, that's about it. Go ahead, whoever that was.
Nathan, are you covering anything on tonight's show? Or
yeah, you claimed you could describe the outside edge of our world, didn't you? With Dave Weiss.
What?
Yeah, you made some pretty loud claims there.
Oh crap!
All right, here we go. It's starting and it ramps up really fast. So I think this is the last time to remove the minors from the screen, because it gets a lot. Yes, buckle up, boys and girls.
What have you got to substantiate that?
Sorry?
What have you got to substantiate that you know what the outside extremities of the known world are? That's what you said. You answered in the affirmative when asked.
No, I don't make a positive claim of what's... What do you mean? Which party?
You were asked about the outside edge of our world, talking about ice walls. You know damn well what I'm talking about. You answered in the affirmative when asked if you know what it was. You said yes.
Well, I said the outside of... Well, what I said was the known region would be the Antarctic ice wall. But you're right. That's you're actually correct. I don't actually know if it exists or not. You're right.
Oh, bad thing to say to Oakley. Bad thing.
Well, why did you say it then? They're just a bullshitter. Dave Weiss has turned you into a bullshitter then.
No.
Stop.
No.
Shut up. Dave Weiss, your man next to you is just...
Oof. Whodonic says, thank you to not sending me a notification, but we just started, so we're all good. You're right on time. I see both. And how long until Oakley tells Angel to suck his balls? I don't know. We are at 9:37. We'll see. We'll count down to that.
Just confessed to being a complete bullshitter and you didn't call him on it. Now, he was sat next to you, you being the authority figure, him being your little protege, who's been caught out as a little bullshitter. Yeah, he doesn't have a fucking clue. He hasn't been able to substantiate that shit he spouted while sat next to you, Dave Weiss. You're a bunch of liars.
The irony of Oakley telling someone that they talked about the ice wall and they have no evidence when Oakley's whole thing is Earth is measured flat. Like, okay, how? Longitude and latitude. Okay. Why? It's measured the distance to Polaris. Like, and I had an interaction with Oakley. I was like, interesting. For my country, I can't see Polaris. So how can it be a measurement of Polaris? And yeah, he muted me, cried about how I interrupted him, and then ranted, and I couldn't speak anymore. But yeah, that was a fun interaction.
Yes. What are you doing here? Shh. What are you doing here? You liar. I don't respect you anymore, angels alike. We don't like your kind. Bullshitters. What are you doing here?
Oh my God.
I just agreed with you that.
What, that you bullshitted? Yeah, I know. Now I'm asking what the hell you're doing here, given that you're a bullshitter.
Oh my God. Oakley must, he will probably burst a vein with the anger that he has. He gets so worked up. It's hilarious.
Wow. Jeez, that's interesting.
Are you deaf? You are a charlatan like Dave Weiss. You just admitted to it live. So now, given that you've just admitted you haven't got the slightest shred of evidence for the shite you spouted live next to Dave Weiss.
It's a shame that he's not on camera. I would love to watch his face while he's getting this worked up over someone not sticking to his little pre-made script of Earth is measured flat.
I'm holding him responsible also. He didn't call you on it. Now I'm saying to you, given that you are a bullshitter, that's a fact, what are you doing with us? Piss off back to Dave Weiss, you little bullshitter. Go back.
Oakley, you bullshit just as much as them. Like, what are you talking about?
To Dave Weiss and bullshit with him. Don't hang around us. Are you deaf?
Oh, really?
Yeah, piss off to your bullshitting charlatan, Dave Weiss, who didn't call you on your egregious shite you spout. Me, I've called you on it. Now I'm telling you to get lost.
Wow, so I thought you liked my deaf.
No, I don't like bullshitters. Are you deaf?
Oakley, but you liked me yesterday. What happened? I can change, I promise. Sarah Jones is correct. No wonder no one comes on this show anymore. That is true. That is true, because that is the style. That's what he does. Big Fish, he's talking to Angels of Light here. He's the guy that we were reviewing with MC Toon yesterday of, well, not yesterday. Today's Wednesday, right? Monday. Yes, we did that Monday. And it's, yeah, Angel. He debated on MDD. He's from TikTok. He's very toxic and dumb.
I do admit that that's probably wrong what I said.
Are you deaf? Get lost. Go back to your bullshitting charlatan buddy Dave Weiss.
Why didn't you kick me?
I'm saying get lost.
Why didn't you kick me?
I don't need to kick you. I can tell you like I can tell others. My door's open. right? Now, you can either be a man and walk out of your own volition, or we can all chastise you for being scum. You're a bullshitter.
Well, I'm not a bullshitter. You could.
You've just admitted to it.
Oh my god, he yells so much. He's so angry. He can't be that angry, like seriously.
So substantiate the outside. So you're not a bullshitter. Substantiate that which you declared next to Dave Weiss. He's being tired with it, you bullshitting liar. You said you could. You said.
Wow.
Why are you interrupting me? You know you're a bullshitter. You just admitted to it. Now you're saying, "Oh wow," through the top of me. Yeah, you know you're a liar. You cannot substantiate the outside edge. You said it next to Dave Weiss. He didn't say a damn thing, did he? I'll say it, and I'll call you out for what you are, bullshitter. Prove the outside edge.
You realize
Prove it.
Water needs a container.
Prove it. Prove the outside.
He's trying his script with Oakley and he's having none of it. He's like, water needs a container. I don't care.
Edge. What? Wait.
Icy Spin says, on a scale to 1 to 10, how much do you love this hot flerf action? This is like a 15.
Stuttering bullshitter. Get out of my sight. Go back to your charlatan Dave Weiss, who doesn't call you on this shit. You stuttering bullshitter. Prove the outside edge. Prove the outside edge. You said it.
What? Yeah, fluid statics and fluid mechanics.
That proves an outside edge.
Ah, weird. Peter says, my comments aren't showing up on Katie's screen. Testing 1, 2, 3. They are showing up here.
On the map that Dave Weiss held up, does it?
So does water require...
So does that prove the outside edge you affirmed on Dave Weiss's map? Yes or no?
Well, water would need a container.
Is that a yes or a no, you bullshitting charlatan? I don't need to hear you bullshitting me. It's a yes or no. Does that shite that you just gave me bullshit?
Oh, yes, DP might be correct. Try changing it up here from top chat to live chat. Sometimes that just filters chat.
Prove the outside edge on Dave's map that you affirmed with a yes when asked. Yes or no?
Well, I don't know how far... Okay.
That'd be a no, bullshitter. You're not welcome here. What you did when you shook hands with that shyster Dave Weiss was turned yourself into a bullshitter. And so you...
Bruce asked me, can you put up Oakley's YouTube stats? How's his subs and memberships going? I don't know how to do that. He has 26,400 subs. But that will be something that comes up on our next on our next video.
You could sit next to him talking shit. You affirmed that which you could not prove. Now you're getting shouted at, Angels Alike, while you sit off mute, yattering through the top of me chastising you for being a bullshitter, and you still feel you can justify that utter shite you spouted about some outside edge. No, you will not justify that ever, and you damn well know it, Angels of Light. That's why you're getting told off.
Social Blade can do that. Okay, hold on. And Peter is right. Lol, no, Oakley. Angel was like that long before he made Dave Weiss. Yeah, he's just doing what they do. He saw Dave. Dave gets a lot of... goes on a bunch of podcasts and that kind of stuff. So Angel saw the opportunity and jumped in head first. Social Blade, okay. Share this tab and I will get I don't know if I have to get the link for the channel or what, but let's do this. Nathan Oakley 1990. There we go. Oh, okay. Gained subscribers. Can we put more range? No. There. Oh, sorry. This is 2023. Okay. 2025. He lost in October. Had no. December just had 200. Then lost a bunch of subscribers in April. Gain views. I don't think this shows the memberships though. If you scroll up a bit, it says he makes at most 2,300 per year. Yeah, there. That I think, however, that this is based on the impressions, basically the money that you get from views, right? But check this out. But what I was saying is that he might get this from the videos, but with super chats and that kind of stuff, there's no way to predict that analytically. So yeah, it doesn't include super chats. Yes, Dad knows best. Just about to have my first mate. Okay, wait. How much? So what you do is, if you got the mate, you probably got the straw, the bombilla. So what you do is you fill it up to 3/4, and then you go like that and go like this. So you will make like a pit. And then you put a little cold water and then boiling water, and you let it sit for 3-5 minutes. That way the yerba absorbs the water, and it blows up, it inflates. And then after 5 minutes, you don't put the straw. When you go like this, you put water, everything with the straw out. I won't take it out mine because it makes a mess. And then after you let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, once you don't see it like wet anymore, you put the straw in and you pour it. Hold on, let me make myself big. And you pour it, and it's important to keep the little mountain of dry weed on top, because that way you can turn it around. So when it starts feeling like stale, you can turn it around and move it to like a quarter turn. I hope that helped. And I will cheer with a mate in your honor. Cheers. You say weed, but do you mean cannabis? No. It's yes. Aldebaran says, I had never heard of yerba mate, and the day after Max created this channel, a game show had a yerba mate question. I answered it correctly, so thanks, Max. Woohoo. When you're blowing it up, when you're inflating it, we call it, when you're inflating the mate, if you leave it, it will start getting residue in the straw, so it's better to inflate it correctly. Big Fish says making mate correctly needs to be a separate video. You know what, I'll do that at some point. Yeah. All right, let's go back to this.
Okay, so I'm getting told off, but let me talk now. Can I?
No, stupid boy. We don't respect you anymore. We're telling you to get lost and go.
Fuck, I messed it up. Hold on, this is too good. Action replay.
That ever, and you damn well know it, Angels of Light. That's why you're getting told off.
Okay, so I'm getting told off, but let me talk now. Can I?
No, stupid.
Can you just smoke it? Seems difficult your way. And the monkey got up and said, no!
Boy, we don't respect you anymore. We're telling you to get lost and go back to Dave Weiss, the charlatan.
It tastes not like grass, but it does taste vegetably. Oh. Yes! Hold on. The queen of the memes strikes again and sends us this. This is Oakley raging at the angel. This is exactly how he is. So good. All right. Let me share again. Sorry about that.
So you can carry on your perpetual bullshit motion with him, not us. We don't want to hear you trying to justify this total shite. You obviously haven't picked up any humility from Dave Weiss. You're here trying to justify...
Now he's talking about humility. Holy crap. I mean, Oakley like slapped his kid on camera, like, well, not on camera, on stream. You can hear the sound.
It, aren't you?
Yeah, you
Nathan,
sold out,
I
buddy.
agreed with
Goodbye.
you straight away.
You sold out to a
I agree.
bullshitting charlatan, Dave Weiss. Now we don't want you
Sold
anymore.
out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
How did I?
I'll
What?
for that,
How did I
Nathan.
sell out, dude? I didn't get
Format.
any money for anything.
Don't give a fuck. You're there, shite.
Oh my. Angel, selling out. It doesn't imply that you can it doesn't imply that you can't sell out. Like, people sell out for not for money. Ricardo says, hola. Since Super Chat is not available, is there any way to support you? Yes, there is. Give me just a second. Okay. https://paypal.me/mxxxdui. So mxxdui. Yes. There we go. Thank you, Ricardo, for reminding me.
Spewing with Weiss.
Bro, so you have a
Bro!
problem with what?
But I didn't get paid, bro.
Guys? How does
With
that affect
you,
me?
dumbass, with you,
Me.
talking nonsense.
Me.
Are you deaf?
Holy shit.
Not holy
Okay.
shit, don't blaspheme to me either.
Don't you blaspheme to me. I'm Oakley.
Insolent little brat. You are a bullshitter and you're getting told off for it. You don't have to blaspheme at me when I tell you off for being a bullshitter. The reason you're a bullshitter is because you're hanging around with bullshitters. Dave Weiss is the said bullshitter you are hanging around with, being called a sellout for hanging around with.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
No, you can fuck off to the shice.
No. Link doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I'll get that. Pay. One moment. Evil Producer says, send an ad I found to your Gmail address. Might find it funny. Okay. Fletcher Boy says, Oakley, you're all bullshit artists. Yes, the problem is that Dave Weiss is more popular than Oakley and makes money from the app. So Oakley doesn't like that too much. Where PayPal. Where is my freaking link? All right. PayPal me. 1 second. That should work. If not, this one. But we're on our way to getting the monetization. Just need a couple of like 2,000 hours of watch time, but we'll get there in no time. We have a couple of after shows coming up, and everyone's been contributing massively to helping with that. So thanks, everyone.
Known as Dave Weiss. You don't get to ask us anything anymore, you shyster, you bullshitter, you liar. You're lying to audiences about knowing the outside edges of our world in a world of
He just goes on like bullshitter, liar, and boy.
full of deception, where shysters just like you deceive us with shit they cannot back up and lie about. I don't want to be around you. You don't get to ask me anything, you stupid boy.
Sarah Jones says, if I stream on 2 devices, is that double watch time? I honestly don't know. But thank you so much for putting in the effort. Bruce Wolford says, Dave Weiss doesn't verbally abuse anyone when he does streams. Derpy Dave Weiss also doesn't use the mute button. He's way more friendly. Completely wrong, but way more friendly. Yes. And Oakley has an idea that they are the flat earthers, that they are the ones that you should be listening to, because they think that they have the best arguments, which boil down, the only thing that they say is Earth is measured flat, and that's it. But when you show them reciprocal zenith angles, they just like, they go wild. They can't handle that.
You hear me?
Boy, so
Yeah, boy, you don't get to ask me anything. You insubordinate, insolent little bull.
Icy Spin says, to be fair, Angel is a stupid boy. Yes, he is. I mean, we saw that he still has a single bed, like a singles bed. I don't know what you guys call that in the US, but that's a clear telling that someone is still a boy.
Bullshitting boy.
I came here to look.
Stuttery! Go away. I don't want to know why you came here. I don't care. Go back to Weiss to talk shit next to him, another bullshitter just like you.
Okay,
See, if you wanna-
So get lost!
He said, okay, so get lost. Insubordinate and childish, yes.
Up, Discord or G+. So don't ask me anything. Don't try and justify your bullshit lies. Go back to David Weiss and talk
hang
more
on a second.
nonsense with him. Not on my show, sir. You want to stutter through me? Yeah, I know what you want to do, Angels. You want to get control of this discussion while I tell you off. No!
So I can't.
John is right. His use of the word insubordinate speaks volumes about his attitude. Yes, Oakley feels that everyone should be just parroting his arguments. He feels that he has the only argument, Earth is measured flat, and that's it. And that everyone should just say that. DP Bank says, who the fuck is still using Google Plus? Yes, they're using the Google Hangouts and Discord.
Can't learn from an
No, you don't.
Ooh, Bruce, hold on, that's a great. Let's do a poll. Who would you want as neighbor? Oakley, Weiss. Thank you for that, Bruce. That's a great question. Here.
don't get anything from us.
Geeky says neither. No, you have to choose one. There are no neither options. You have to choose one. Don't blame me. It was Bruce.
Anymore, you bullshitter.
So it's a person that's
So you stutter, yeah. So get lost. Go back to Dave Weiss so he can teach you nothing except how to be a shyster and a liar, like he seems to have successfully done already, because you're bullshitting about the map he puts up.
Oh, I don't think he learned that from Dave Weiss. Yeah, Peter covered it. I think Angel got there all on his own. He just got caught by Dave Weiss because he is like that. You have it backwards, Oakley.
Aren't you?
no. I said
So you can prove the outside edge of the extremities on that map you affirmed when Dave Weiss had it up and you were with him then? Or you're just going to yatter through the top of me, affirming that which you bullshit about, boy?
yeah. So the outside edge of our known world.
There isn't one. You haven't got an outside edge. You can't prove that.
I know. That's what.
So then go back to Dave Weiss, you bullshitting little boy. You are not welcome here, and that is the reason why, you pathetic, insubordinate yatterer.
Wow. I thought you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hold on. I need to show you this. Someone on the chat, it's here, but I took a screenshot so I can make it big for you. And I'll just put it on screen and let you guys read it, and we'll move on, because holy crap. You can see that, right? Ricardo says, not much, but wanted to show some support. Keep it up. Thank you. That means a lot. The amount doesn't matter. The support is everything that counts. So yes, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Still CTJW says, how close are we with the view times? Oh, we're getting there. I have it here. We are 1,100 public watch hours, and this is about like 24 to 48 hours delayed because they verify everything and then they add the hours to, oh shit, I'm not sharing. And then they add the hours to here. Yes. But we are in 1,100 of 3,000. So we're good. And fortunately, I don't know what the hell this is, but it was only showing me this. And I was like, why? Why are you asking me for 1,000 subs? But then later today, I went and checked, and this section appeared, which was not there before. So I think this might be for like the shorts. So, but we're doing great. All right. Oh, no, not that one. This one.
He previously past tense liked you before you turned into a bullshitter. And you know who turned you into that bullshitter that's now getting chastised? Dave Weiss. Another known bullshitter.
Okay.
So prove your outside edge of your known world with Dave Weiss. Here, when you even mention that context, you get shut down and called a bullshitter, told to sod off, because that's what you are, bullshitter. You've got no right starting a sentence, well, the outside edge of our world that we know. We don't. That's the point. It's egregious. It makes me infuriated with you and Weiss, the bullshitters.
Okay, I would agree with.
Not okay. Get lost. Go away. Okay.
1 second. I need to go to the toilet. I'll keep on playing this and I'll be right back.
And what you would agree with.
You just asked me though. Why'd you?
I'm telling you, get lost. You don't seem to be acknowledging it. You're still here. You're insubordinate. Go away, boy. You're not welcome.
You asked me to prove the outside.
No, I said go away. You said make me boot me, and you're still here being insubordinate.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking retard. You understand the scenario that's been summed up. You've been told to get lost. You've insisted that either I boot you or you stay because you want to take control of the conversation. No, it's been made abundantly clear to you, bullshitting little boy, that you're not welcome, and the reason's been made clear because you're a liar like Weiss. You admitted it immediately and then tried to justify your bullshittery. Now you're getting chastised. Nobody wants you here. There's a bar full of people staring at you because you're not welcome, and you don't want to walk out of your own volition. What, you want to cause a scene and have the barman physically remove you? Yeah, and that's not going to happen. We'll continue to chastise you for being a liar, a bullshitter, like Weiss, until you sod off of your own volition. You.
Oh my, he's just going ham. I love this. This is so good.
Insubordinate little boy.
Not a boy, but can I explain why? Like,
You are an insubordinate little boy who's still here after being told to go away.
Oh my god. I started laughing as I was coughing. And yes, Icy Spin, Oakley has on Discord the auto mute feature. It's called priority speaker, that when you're like the moderator or when you're like an admin of the server, whenever you speak, it auto mutes everyone else. And that's why Oakley is telling Angel that he's stuttering, because of that it makes him cut in and out. But this is so good.
Hey,
you told me to prove the sphere edge. Did
told you to go away.
Yeah?
Told you to go away, and why?
You want me to go away, and why?
Are you deaf or just stupid? Has Weiss made you retarded too? Yeah, is it not abundantly clear?
Oh my god. I can't. This is too good. I love that there's not much to critique. It's just like laughing at how they just tear each other apart. What a lovely community, the flat earth community.
After 8 times of me telling you, you're not welcome, you're a bullshitter. You bullshitted about the outside edges when Dave Weiss held up a map that you can't prove. And now you're not welcome. Is that not clear? I've told you 8 times.
Wow. So I'm a new flat earther, Nathan.
Oh,
You're a wanker. And
no. I was gonna go like, oh, I'm a new flat earther. I'm a newbie. Have pity on me. And the guy goes like, no, you're a wanker. Yes. Yes. Wait, do I have... Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I get the notifications here, so check this one out. Yes. Oh, that's so good. How is she that effective on like on the fly? It is truly impressive.
a liar and a bullshitter on Weiss's show. So not only is Weiss on shows with newbie dicks that don't know what they're talking about and bullshit.
There's a little cup of Yerba in your PP, bud. Profile picture? Yes, it's not a cup, really, but we can call it cup. It's okay. That is this thing. This is the actual mate.
Wow,
We
Weiss.
haven't done debates, Nathan.
Wow, Weiss, is this what you took on your show to lie to an audience next to you about your map? Was he your stooge, your newbie flat earth stooge, there to lie about knowing what the outside edges were?
Oh, Citizen says PayPal. Okay. I'm sorry.
I thought large bodies of...
I don't care what you thought, boy. Do you not understand that I'm talking on my show about Weiss and his stooge, you, a bullshitter? You seem to think that I want...
Hold on. DPD Banks now shares it's a weird thing that I can't change between, between things I'm sharing. I have to stop it and share it again. But check this out. Yes. Oh my. That is so good. With all of the scratches I have from cat, I look like I don't know what I look like, but if you like this hand, I don't know, I look like I got mauled by a tiger.
Want to hear your voice? No. I'm
he's still
describing to
talking.
my audience that's not an invitation for this dick, this boy, this insubordinate tosspot to start talking. But of course, he's off mute. He's decided that this is his platform when he's been told he's not welcome because he's a liar. There's you off mute, yeah? Go on mute while I talk about your shyster guru Dave Weiss. How he needed a newbie, self-confessed new flat earther to sit alongside him on his shows.
Wow. Oakley uses the common thing, everything you say will be used against you. I got your okay, we'll save this for later. I got your email, evil producer. I'll keep your name hidden. But yeah, how do I get this download? There we go. All right. I need to log into Dropbox. Well, never mind.
Why is Weiss peddling new flat earthers who don't know a thing on shows? All right, because he needs them to be a stooge and lie for him. That's why. I'm summarising, Angels. I don't need your input. You don't need to come off mute. I've told you to go away. Don't know why you're coming off mute in my show.
Oh.
Go on mute or piss
why
off.
did you like my debate?
You're not being asked anything, idiot. You're not being asked anything, moron.
I'm sorry.
You're not being asked anything, you stupid insubordinate boy.
I don't need to.
You're not being asked anything, you stupid stuttery insubordinate little boy. I'm talking about your guru, Dave Weiss, another known charlatan. The one who has a self-confessed new flat earther. Why would Dave Weiss put a quote, new flat earther? I'm a new flat earther, Nathan.
Wait. Roger, that says you need a Discord server, Max. Yes, but we're kind of settling in to the new channel, and we'll get to making a Discord in no time. But I wanted to get this first.
All right. Yeah, Dave Weiss saw fit to put you in front of thousands of people. Wow. Is it because he just needed a stooge to lie about the outside edges of our known world that we don't know? I'm pretty sure that's what you just admitted to lying about there, Angels of Light. It's the reason I've told you to go away. You're still here, though, insubordinate little boy. So go away.
Are you done? Are you done?
On my own show, telling someone to go away because they're insubordinate, repeatedly summarising what a lying shyster they are, like their guru Dave Weiss.
You're making?
No, I'm not done. No, you are interrupting me, though, the Angels are like, while I summarise what a shyster liar you and Weiss are. You're interrupting me, though, aren't you? Are you done interrupting me?
Oh, yeah.
Are you done interrupting me there, Angels are like?
Is that a question?
Doesn't seem like you're done interrupting me when you were...
Roger, that says, I'll email you if you need help with the server. Yeah, probably within a couple of weeks when we get all of this. We still have couple of things to get done. But yeah, we'll get that working eventually, yeah.
First asked the question. Seems like you're going to perpetually interrupt me whether I like it or not on my own frigging show. I'm not Weiss, boy. Yeah, I'll tell you off and correct you when you get things wrong. What you will do, because you're insubordinate, is chat through me while I correct you. You don't want to be educated. You want to talk through me. I'm educating you.
Everyone must listen to Commander's Oakley Authority. Sorry, I was turning off the heater.
And correcting you on how wrong you were. And rather than accepting the criticism, accepting the correction, you've attempted to justify it because Dave Weiss has bigged you up like you're something special. You're not. You're a stooge there for Dave Weiss to lie about the outside edges like you did.
Yes, sir. I'm still praising God.
Sorry.
Right. Remove this man. He's playing sound bites on my show now live. He's now destroying my show. Remove him. There's a mod in the house. Please remove him. He's obviously...
When just berating him doesn't work, you're like, moderators.
decided
Wow.
that he's playing sound bites on my show now. This isn't your show, asshole. Don't do that.
That was an accident. Sorry. But can I?
Yeah, you're an asshole. You're an insubordinate retard who can't manage to not play things intentionally. Yeah, you can't got control of your fingers. Yeah, you've been removed by one of the moderators for your lies, presumably about accidentally playing something on my live stream. Not accidental. He must have pressed something while he was moving his mouse.
John, who I feel sorry about me doing this to you right now. I know that you're suffering with all of this. The lack of self-awareness with Oakley, his massive confidence in such an insane position is next level. Yes. It's Probing Time says, I don't know if this is any help. I bought a pair of government surplus 10 terabyte hard drives for about 120 Australia a few days ago at an auction. Let me know if that could help. And I link. Not sure. I don't think I understood, but
Around a lying shitbag was just trying to destroy my live stream. That's what he's here for. If he's not on Weiss's show lying to his audience about known edges of worlds that we don't know, he's here playing shit on my show and claiming he did it accidentally. We don't want you here, angels. Yeah? You're not welcome anymore. Thought that I've made it abundantly clear the 10 times you got told.
It was very interesting how much he didn't want to go and how much he wanted to stay around being an asshole. And create a straw man argument. He wanted to talk about fluid dynamics. As if you were making a claim about there being or not being surrounding for the water that we have in our oceans. He was making a claim.
That's such a hard accent to understand. It's like, dude, get the potato out of your mouth. For someone that hates Dave Weiss, you sure have that potato like stuck in there. Articulate, open your mouth when sounds are coming out so you can pronounce words better.
That it's an ice wall at a certain distance that's blocking these waters. He wanted to do a reversal of the burden of proof via a straw man. There's an honest flat for you there. Another bullshitter.
Yeah, and if he would have sat there and held David Weiss to task, that's a different story. You joined right in.
Yeah, he's not holding Weiss.
Do you guys hear Neil as, the typical Italian American kind of like mafia character from the movies and that kind of a thing? I think that's an Irish accent. Yes, it is. But so we have the Irish, and then we have Neil, who sounds like an Italian American mafia don. Like, yes, that's exactly who he sounds like. Joe Pesci. Yes, thank you, Citizen 9.
Weiss to task. He's backing him up with his lies. That's why he's not welcome here anymore. Yeah, audience, if you don't get it. When someone like Weiss lies, we step in and go, that's bullshit. What are you doing? Now, what we get as a response typically...
Max, why do they love the taste of Oakley's nuts so much? Are all men here simps? Jesus Lord. Well, I think it's it might be the same thing. We wondered this when we covered Oakley versus Witsit on that channel that shall not be named. We covered Oakley versus Witsit, and it was Witsit's own ego that wouldn't let him get out of the situation. He was like, I will go. And didn't go because his own ego couldn't let him not have the first word, right? So the last word, sorry. So I think Angel is having the same thing. He wants to be bigger on the flat earth, so he knows he has to strategically side with people like Dave Wise and Witsit, and now trying to appeal to Oakley. But the problem is that the tribes of the flat earth are so separate that they don't like that bouncing between. Ricardo says, going to bed. I'll leave the stream on to help with view hours. Thank you so much. Bye, guys and gals. Thank you. When a group of people know nothing and have a room temperature IQ, they tend to follow the person who knows nothing the loudest. That's a great way to put it.
Is chastised in response, extradited from a community that we built in response. Yeah, that's what we get. And I'm sick of it. Dave Weiss is a shill. He's a lying shill who'll lie to you about knowing the outside edges of worlds, with maps that have been debunked in a humiliating way by his other shill buddy, Jaron Campanella. So they're all shills. They're all on.
Everyone is a shill except Oakley and his little band of minions there. Everyone is a shill except for him. He's the OG flat earther.
The same side. Dave throws them up and Jaron bats them out the park.
Actually, no, that map wasn't debunked by the TFE. But they promoted it as if it's debunked or not debunked. It's all bullshit. It's a map. The sun has nothing to do with it. That map, the sun has nothing to do with it. So we can't debunk a map with the sun and what it does, right? Or doesn't do. Doesn't matter. So that's bullshit as well. That's another hip.
No, that's not how things work, Brian. Yes, the map gives you a geometric representation of what's happening. Why does the map have problems? Because you cannot map a 3D surface into a flat plane. So, yeah, wrong again, Brian.
Bullshit. Is it debunked? Is it not debunked? It goes to show they don't understand the map, number one, that they're promoting or trying to destroy. You know, and it goes to show that the people shouldn't be listening to them because they don't know what they're talking about. There's a Liam, right? Liam put a post into Master B on Saturday, and this is a conversation between these two women who are Christians who are attacking flat Earth, right? And if you want to play that show.
Why are we letting Brian's logic speak? I want more Oakley and Angel. What the hell? Shut up, Brian. I'm just going to skip forward because he has nothing to say, and I have a real hard time understanding his accent.
Yeah, I'll throw it in Master B. It's excellent. 1 second.
Shut up, Brian.
Yeah, this is the problem, right? I don't want to argue some reverse position in a burden of proof reversal where I've got to justify some outside edge of some known flat world when Earth's measured flat. I don't have to justify anything. I'm not a cartographer. But Dave Weiss seems to think he is. Yeah? As he...
I love this. Hold on. Icy Spin sent me this just now. Wow, we're going down the photorealism route. That's cool. That looks pretty nifty. Monkey Cat Pat says Brian's logic is terrible. Oh my, yeah. He's on his last MDD debate between him and MC Toon, he rage quit.
He cons people into buying his app with a map he had no part in making. Now, that is just con artistry, because he's not telling the world the reality of the world that's measured flat. He's talking about ice walls and domes, and he's talking about 9/11 truth. He's a charlatan and a shyster, and I'm sick of him being in my community of flat Earth, the community that understands Earth is flat. that knows it's measured flat, that doesn't justify a bleeding ice wall that we have no idea about because we've been forced into a position to do so at the behest of our controlled opposition opponents who want flat Earth.
He's calling Dave Weiss controlled opposition. That's lovely. Dave Weiss is a scammer. Oakley, Dave Weiss is not with us. Dave Weiss is a scammer.
To be some nonsense waffle about ice walls. Yeah? You'll have Dave Weiss peddling that crap with as many stooges as he can muster around him, in this case, Angels of Light being one of.
Oh, that is correct. I think it is time to ask, where's the guns, Nathan? I lost it. I was very sick with pneumonia while that was happening, and I almost spit my mate out. Like,
of them. There to affirm that, oh yeah, we can definitely talk about this rhetoric, about this ice wall and the extremities of our known world. Like, how the bloody hell do you know? You don't. Some tosser here flogging an app with some new flat earther next to you, backing you. Yeah? Someone will later come onto the actual flat earthers show to talk through.
Actual flat earthers. One sec. Where I lost my mouse. Oh, there we go. So is Oakley of the opinion that the Earth is just one continuous flat plane? Well, they acknowledge topography, but yeah, they think that they kind of subscribe to that. But Oakley's strategy is to not make positive claims, and it's designed on purpose that way, because the only claim they make is Earth is measured flat because angles to Polaris, and nothing else, because they can't substantiate anything. So they make no claims about anything. So a debate with them is super boring, and that's why their show is crap. And we will see. He goes in our next part where we watch where he goes off on Witsit. He cries about how Witsit has more subscribers and more followers and gets more views.
The guru who knows what he's talking about. That's what this new flat earther will do in his insubordinate tosspot nature. Yeah? Dave Weiss stooge. Why are you still here, Angels of Light? That's what a question I would do want answering. Why are you still here?
You server muted.
That is that's in the map video.
Yeah, I want to actually learn. That's why.
So what are you doing with Dave Weiss if you want to learn?
I mean, if you want to learn, like, go to a school, get an actual education, and not stop hanging around with the dummies if you want to learn.
You want to learn? What are you doing with Dave Weiss then? Did you learn about the ice wall that you backed him with? Did he teach you that?
What? No.
So why did you back him up with it then? If he didn't teach it you and you're here to learn, and you didn't learn that from him, why did you back him on it? Just wanted to stick your tongue up his ass?
No, it's just basically fluid statics, and large bodies of water require containment. So then there would have to be something holding in water. That's my claim.
That is incorrect. I showed it last night, so I won't show it again today, but I have a video of liquid oxygen in a magnetic field, and it just makes beads. It makes round droplets. So both are wrong. You can hold liquids with forces.
No,
Right.
that's not what you affirmed to the question being asked about the outside edges of the extremities on the map Dave was holding up. That's not what you affirmed on that show. Do we need to go and dig out what you affirmed?
Yeah. I said the known...
We can go dig it out, you lying shyster.
Okay, you can, if you want.
No, we could just have you having a bit of humility and accepting that if you're here to learn, you don't know the outside.
Monkey Cat Pat says, I think Oakley and Dirth need to have a little chat. I would pay to see that. Oh, yeah. That's pay-per-view material. And let me... This is Katie sent this. This is Dave Wise according to Oakley. Oh, the cartography potato. I love that. That is so good. Dirt or potato. We're getting there now. Now the real good part starts.
Side edges of the extremities of the map, Dave was holding
I
up when you
agree
were
with
third. Is it just you learning while you're talking through me, you insubordinate little prick? Is it just me, or is he off mute while I'm talking? You're not here to learn, angels are like. You're here to kiss ass and make headway. That's what you're here to do. That's why you're next to Weiss. Yeah, so you can make a reputation for yourself.
I feel so dirty agreeing with Oakley. I feel so. I'm going to have to take 2 showers before I go to bed tonight because I told you this was hot flair from flerf action, but it makes me feel dirty.
That's why you are with Weiss, because he hasn't taught you anything. If you're here to learn, what have you learned from Weiss? Name 3 things. Go.
Actually, I didn't say I wanted to learn from Wise. He just asked me to come on a show with him because he watches my TikToks.
All right.
That's how I get. Yeah.
All right. So from us, you want to learn. You just want to extract and take from us, but from Weiss.
Oh, like extract and take what from you? You have nothing, Oakley. You have nothing, and we have it probing time here. Who's your daddy?
You get publicity.
There's nothing about publicity.
Are you laughing at me? Wanker, don't laugh at me or I will remove.
Oh my God. Oakley's such a snowflake. Like, are you laughing at me? Dude, take a chill pill.
If you
Okay.
insubordinate little
All
twat.
right.
How dare you? You are a retard, Angels of Light. You're a spastic, a retard, a dumbass. You don't know anything about this subject. You humiliate the people who do.
I do.
You're talking through me while I tell you off. You want to learn? Learn some humility. Sit there, shut up while I tell you how dumb you are.
Oh
You're
my
dumb.
God.
You know why you're dumb? Because you hang around idiots like Weiss. Idiots who spew nonsense. They're not
That are you talking in front of the mirror, Oakley? Because that includes all of you.
helping you. They're making you more stupid. Do you understand what I just taught you, Angels of Light, here to learn?
Taught you. Westside Girl says, I'd be here live, but Brian Wilson died today, so I'm on a musical journey. That's sad, but enjoy.
Do you understand what I just taught you?
I guess so.
Right. So why, given that I've just explained to you how ignorant you are, would you feel it necessary to go and associate with someone like Weiss, given how unbelievably arrogant and idiotic and nonsensical the stupid shit Dave Weiss spews is? What did you feel you would benefit from such interaction?
Did I think I'd benefit? No, I just thought he asked me to come on a show. He watches my lives all the time when I debate flat earthers. He liked my style, and he let me on.
I see. You didn't say, I'm just a newbie, like you told me earlier while you were talking through me. You didn't say, would that be a really good idea, given I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about and I'm really new to the subject? You went, yeah, okay, I'll go and sit next to you even though I'm a newbie, correct?
Peter says, I once saw a Kung Fu movie where a kid was stealing lessons by watching a class from afar and the teacher got mad. That's Oakley in his own mind right now. Yes, he thinks that he is the gold standard for a flat earther. Like, it's so wild. So wild.
Well, I agree with you. I don't know how long. I don't think he knows how long I've been a flat earther for. But,
I'm not asking him, I'm asking you. Even though you know you don't know much and are new, you agreed anyway, correct?
Yes.
Dave, why didn't you vet this spastic? You just asked him because you liked his TikToks. Did you not know he was a complete noob and doesn't have a clue? All right, that's because Dave White.
I love the word, the expression noob. I love that. And Monkey Cat Pat Pat says, "Oh, Angel trying to get back on Oakley's side. It's adorable." Yeah, I don't know why, with the way that the way that Oakley treats them, why they need that validation from him. Like, he's literally a nobody. And you will see on the next video, when he goes against Witsit, how much he cries about how Witsit is more successful than him.
Weiss doesn't care. He doesn't vet the idiots that he puts in front of people. Me, I've got an open door policy. Any idiot can walk into this bar. That's well known. Yeah? It's not like Dave Weiss is coming here to get educated. Dave Weiss is just here to screw communities out of money so he can pay for his boat. That's what Dave Weiss is here for. Didn't you know that, Angels of Weiss? Do you want to affirm that you've now learned that Dave Weiss is just here to pay for the boat? Facts, Angels of Weiss.
I don't know what that.
I don't know if you caught it, but this is the first time. This is the first time, and he doesn't stop from here. He called him Angels of Weiss. Love it. Love. I hate that I have to agree with Oakley, but love that. Peter says, I have a personal grievance with Angels, so I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I thought that everyone would. Icy Spin gives us an update and sent me a message. AI is getting scary good. And I agree, because this is Oakley, and it's a little bit on the chubbier side, but this looks almost like Angel. But Oakley is he's just bald now, but the face, they got down the face like really well. This is just wild. Why do you move me to that? See, I don't want to be full screen.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's asking for an affirmation. Dave Weiss is here to pay for the boat with app sales, Angels of Weiss. Do you understand me?
He's paying for a boat.
Yes, Angel. Didn't you know then that he has a boat and vacations in Mexico for months? All of the with the money he gets from the app store, you know, the selling his derpy app that has bad security.
Just need to say yes, you complete clown. Yes, I understand what I've been told. You've been told. Now you need to affirm, because you seem to be stutteringly repeating it rather than saying, yeah, I understand you told me 3 times. He's paying for the boat with the app sales. He's not interested in... Yeah, I haven't finished. I'm repeating it a 3rd time, you stupid little boy. Yeah, you seem to have stuttered the same thing I said to you rather than affirming that you understood. Now you're off mute again while I try and repeat it for a 3rd time. You didn't affirm the first 2 times.
He's so mad he can't speak right. That's hilarious.
You stupid little boy. So I'll repeat it again, and hopefully at the end of the 3rd rendition, I'll get a stupid idiot boy telling me he understood. Do you understand, boy? Dave Weiss isn't here to educate people. He's here to pay for his boat with app sales. That's not me asking you. It's me telling you. A fact. He rubbed my face in that fact, in case you want to know where I got it from. Do you understand, boy?
Oh, we're getting the dirt now. Like, he rubbed my face in the fact that he has a boat. Well, yeah, Oakley, you don't seem like an employable person. You don't seem like... You're not likable in any kind of way, and I doubt that you're any different in real life.
Yeah, I understand.
Good. Now sit down and shut up. To my audience, Dave Weiss is a shyster. He's a con man, a grifter,
Just like you, Oakley. Just like you.
Con artist only here to pay for the boat. The boat that he had Jaren on and Witsit on. This is a boat that he has all the shills on. And he's paying for that boat with your money that you buy his app with. So he can tell you lies with newbies that don't know a damn thing about the subject. Not me. Me, he'll tell to get lost when I try and, quote, educate him, like Angels of Weiss here claims he's here to get. So he's here to get the education from me to go and bullshit next to Dave Weiss, who garners all the support and money, while he lies and bullshits about the extremities of worlds he doesn't know. Yeah, it's a cruel world where the people who actually do know stuff have shyster lies.
Oh, you know stuff. Like, oh, you know stuff, Oakley. Huh. What is the sun? What is the moon? How deep does the flat earth go? What's on the edge? You know nothing, Oakley.
Like you, Angels of Weiss, coming to get the good information so you can go and peddle it next to the charlatans who grift the money from the community. The one that I built. Yeah, Weiss just stripped it of all.
Oh, so you built the flat earth community. I mean, you built a little corner of a little corner of the internet where, to be honest, you're surrounded by I mean, the only group dumber than your group, Oakley, is the TikTok flerfs and the Fakatsoy tribe. But you're all do the same thing. It's just that you want to be the star. And when someone gets even a little bit of spotlight more than you cry. RageBot says, "Wow, Wise makes more money than me." Wow. Exactly.
All its cash. I didn't ask you anything, Angels of Weiss. Sit down and shut up was the last instruction you had from me.
Wow.
Yeah, sit down and shut up. That means sit down, you insubordinate little boy, and shut up. It doesn't mean I'm asking for a color.
Wait. I think we had enough of that poll, so we're going to move on to the next poll. Where did I put it? Oh, here. All right. We are going to end the poll. And the results are 83% would want Dave Weiss as their neighbor, and 16% would want Oakley as their neighbor. That's good. That's a great question. So what do we think Oakley's father's parenting was like? Absent? I think he just raised himself. Ooh, F. Gru, congratulations on 666 subscribers. Hail Sagan. Yes. All right. I was going to do another poll and I forgot. Damn it. Never mind. We'll continue.
Commentary of oh wows, you stupid little tosser. I'm not asking for you off mute either, idiot boy. Weiss is here to grift the community. That's his only purpose here. He's here for money. That's his only purpose.
Keep that in mind. Remember what he just said. Apparently, Dave Weiss is only in this for the money. Remember that for when we change onto the next video. And I'm going to turn on the heater. I'll be off camera just a moment. Take a screenshot of that and send it to Ratzoid and Mikey's Big Toe. Okay, hold on. Ooh, we are 100 of us right here, right now. I can't thank you enough for everyone being here. You do know how much I love you. Oh, shit, no. I missed it. Now it's at 667. Damn me. I was too late. It's okay. I won't ask someone to unsubscribe so that we can get the screenshot. Eva producer, I got it. Yes. Our correspondents are so good.
If he had any intention of providing decent information, he'd listen when people gave him a decent education. The one you claim.
Ooh. I gotta say, I didn't think you had this facet in you, Peter. I like it. I love it. we got not too long ago, we got Darth Isa coming into the dark side, and now it looks like we are corrupting Peter a little bit. Someone should make an army of AI accounts that join Oakley's panel and just spew random noises, Oakley sound bites, with or without distortion, and jumble speech to basically DDoS his panel. Savage. Love it. Love that facet of you. Keep it coming. You paid us to be here. I did? Huh. Must have had my bank account hacked.
You're here for. Weiss wasn't interested in learning about science. Weiss wasn't interested in learning the actual black swan argument. Weiss isn't interested in learning how Earth's measured flat. Weiss is interested in telling people about the extremities you lied about next to him. That's what he's interested in, because that's what he flogs his app on.
He just said he didn't want to learn about the black swan argument, but dude, everyone knows the black swan argument, and everyone knows that you chose like a heavily refracted picture because you're all liars. Okay, email received. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the one he pays for the boat with, the one he rubbed my nose in while I tried to educate him on what science is. Yeah, now we're all clear.
I was just going to ask you, didn't you say you could have been part of all of this? Rubbing it in your face? The yacht?
Yes, Neil, that's correct. We're surrounded by scammers and charlatans who bleed this community I love dry of money with nonsense waffle on apps that are worthless other than helping the opposition with arguments they'd love to argue with us about.
Yeah, because we can debunk all your arguments. You just avoid the ones that you know it's a loss. Buster, you're going to have a field day when Oakley releases his book. Oh yeah, I heard about that on another stream. And the community he loves abusing, that is true. And Oakley has the wet bandits on his panel. He does. Citizen 9 says, it's getting late here. I'll take your lovely to bed and listen to from there. Keep up the stream hours. Thank you so much. Thanks for the love smacks. Good night to all. Thank you, Citizen 9. Thank you. Hope you have a nice sleep.
That's what Dave Weiss supports. Our opponents' desire to argue about nonsense rather than about how Earth's measured flat.
They're there. Come
You get
on.
props for that name, though. I thought you were making a mistake. Angels of Weiss. You deserve it, Angels. I'm sorry, but you deserve this chastisement because you were here sitting with us and getting educated. And then you went and shook hands with the devil.
Yeah, so I've been
I
here
personally
like
don't want you around.
probably.
I don't want you around.
I've been here for 5 shows.
I want you to go away. I don't trust you. I never will trust you.
Shout out to Duncan
Go away.
McLeod,
Or fraud.
who says, for $5, Angels of Weiss, laughy face, laughy face, laughy face. Thank you for the super chat.
I've been here for like 5 shows.
Nobody cares. Nobody asked. Nobody asked how long you've been here.
Nobody cares. So
Actually,
nobody
Neil-
wants you. I don't want you around.
Nobody.
I'm not in a position to be able. If I could delete you permanently off of Discord, I would, but I'm not in a position to do that.
Oh, I love that. I hadn't heard that. I hadn't heard that. Brian wants to remove Angel from Discord. Love that. So they're all for censorship. Okay.
That's all right.
Oh, wait.
I won't come back after this. But I really want to know Nathan.
Well, just what about if you just go away?
Everyone's always welcome back. I mean, you're welcome back on tomorrow's show. I mean, I'm very fickle.
I am.
Of course. Do you not listen to my intro?
Well, I thought you wanted me banned.
I said, get lost. Go back to Weiss, is what I said. Go back to Weiss so you can lie to more audience. That's what I told you. Said you're not welcome.
But
I
Do you feel
wanted-
Did I
welcome?
not
I said you're not
admit-
welcome here. Do you feel welcome?
Oh, cut. Katie, I don't know if this is possible, but the bridge of Casa Doom from the first Lord of the Rings, Angel, Oakley. Oakley is Gandalf. You shall not pass. Might be asking too much, but I think that would be a really good one. That's the image that I got. Oakley just gatekeeping Flat Earth from Angel now and said, "You shall not pass. I'm Oakley."
Oh, well, not today.
Well, the door's still open. You're still here. Nobody's taken you by the scruff of the neck and kicked you out. You're just not welcome. So you don't feel welcome. Yeah, that's what you've been told you're getting. The door's still open to everyone. Dave Weiss could walk in, the charlatan shyster, to have a strip torn off him. He's a coward and he won't. You have.
Oh, fuck! I played the video without changing the scene, and I don't think you heard it. Did the sound come out just now? Let me just go back.
I'm gonna name off flat.
By the scruff of the neck and kicked you out. You're just not welcome. So you don't feel welcome. Yeah, that's what you've been told you're getting. The door's still open to everyone. Dave Weiss could walk in, the charlatan shyster, to have a strip torn off him. He's a coward and he won't. You have.
You want to name?
David says, "Why wouldn't he feel welcome? He's been treated so nice." Love when you do an Anglo accent. Sound is good. Okay.
Name off flat Earth proofs. Hey, Nathan,
No,
you
nobody
wanna
asked
name
you
off
for
flat
anything.
Earth
I don't
proofs?
need any flat earth proof, thanks, from a newbie that doesn't know what he's talking about and lies on Weiss's shows. No, thanks. Don't need anything from you. Go away.
Oh, okay.
Why would we
So-
need your flat earth proof?
Been here 10 years, mate. I don't need anything from you.
Well, that's the thing. I'm new, and you guys are treating me like I'm some big name.
Some liar. You
No,
are.
Not even a-
no.
No, we're treating you like a liar.
Like a liar.
We're treating you like a liar because you
Oh,
are.
like
You
a liar.
admitted it when you first got here. You admitted to it
Did-
immediately.
I didn't admit to lie. I said I made a mistake.
Made a mistake,
I
did
didn't
you?
purposely
A mistake that
lie.
you were so emphatically affirming in the positive to a guest who asked you something. It was a mistake, was it, when you affirmed so diligently in the positive? Yes, you affirmed when asked about the outside edges of the world that you're now interrupting me about. This shystery, Weiss-like behaviour is not going to make you any more welcome here, Angels of Weiss.
They just can't leave. He'll keep on, and we are at 40 minutes out of 1 hour, and he just, yeah. Welcome to Flat Earth, indeed. Hey, Angel, how's that tasting? How are Oakley's balls tasting like?
Yeah, he used the word
okay.
known, as in to imply that you know these extremities.
Yeah, I said.
You know them, do you?
Yeah, I said that.
You know them, do you?
Yeah, I said
Do you
the.
know them? You've
I said
investigated
that-
the distance to these extremities, have you?
How about what?
No,
Sorry.
you haven't. You've
hear
investigated
you.
the distance to these extremities, have you?
Have I measured it? Did you say?
Investigated.
Investigated the distance.
Investigated the distance? No, I wouldn't know the distance.
So yet you were
That's
so
why I
bold
said
as
that.
to affirm this when asked.
Foxworth Kerman says, my next rocket is going to be called Angels of Weiss. Love that. Lindsay Bow, thank you for berating. What time tomorrow? Hold on one sec. I'm here. Modern day debate. Ooh. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be quite late because the debate will start at 9:40 p.m. So take about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, 3. We might start at midnight Eastern. But if you want to check that on your local time, I'll post the link. This is the debate. Pretty excited because it is Daniel Pikachu. Don't like him. But we also have this other lady, and she's right, but she's wacky, and she yells and gets super mad, super triggered. this one is going to be quite good, I think. I saw her previously on MDD and she just went nuts. So probably another win for Daniel Pikachu.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
were
we know
quite
you're a
happy, yeah,
bullshitter. That's why you're
No,
not
you
welcome.
said known.
I've
You
got
said known.
Okay, so
So that means you would know
what did I say?
about these
The edge of
experiments.
our no. I'm going to pull up the video to see what exactly I said.
We know
Can we
what
do
you
that?
said.
I don't care. We heard what you said. And we heard what you
Brian, potato in the mouth logic. I just can't with Brian.
said here.
Okay,
You're a bullshitter.
all right.
Anybody who's
Bullshitter.
not a bullshitter,
Dude.
would have left the meeting.
This is. I think Brian is trying to be a ventriloquist, so that's why he tries to speak with his mouth closed. That's. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was funny.
I used to,
The fact that you're still
I used to-
around tells everyone in volumes that you're just a complete charlatan. You're some kind of an agent. I don't watch you.
Oh wow!
I don't trust you. Well, I don't trust you at all. my spidey sense has been up concerning you for a good while, but I couldn't say it about.
Everyone, hold the presses. Brian's spidey sense is tingling. I think it might be another kind of tingle, Brian. So, this is the best part when Neil and Brian step in to back up Oakley. All right. I was going to change, but thank you for letting me know.
You just kept it to
What,
myself.
really? Wow.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you didn't
Yes,
like
that's
me
right.
from the
Really.
beginning?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're a
Let's just
bullshitter.
answer him. Yes, really. We have a nose
Okay.
for bullshitters, Angels of Weiss. We sniff them out. They stink.
So when you did the actual reviews of my debate, you said I did a good job, didn't you? You liked my debates, didn't you?
Oh.
Were my
yeah, it's
debates
great.
good, or didn't you?
Great.
Oh, but you used to like me. Why? Why you don't like me? I'm not pretty enough. I'm not pretty anymore. I would love to ask Brian, how many potatoes does it take to kill an Irishman? None. Oh my. Do you look in the mirror, Nathan? No, he doesn't. Oakley loves his fanboys. If there was a supernova for flat earthers, Brian would dress up as Oakley.
Great. I'm sure you probably had some of our rhetoric to repeat that you learnt here. I'm sure it was really good until you started lying about Dave Weiss's known world.
You read my mind, DP. DP Debunk says, breakups are hard. Angel has been listening to Wonderwall on repeat for days. Oh, yeah. I'm not. Why? You told me I was pretty yesterday. You told me you loved me.
Extremities thereof that he had up on an app that he was flogging, that you seem to be affirming, and now you're talking through while I affirm again your egregious lies. You seem to be muttering through the top of me, affirming that which we don't welcome you for.
Oh, wow.
Well, so this is how you treat new people to the community.
You're not new. You've been here a while. You're not new. That's a lie too. You're so not new that you've got a full string of Twitter that Dave Weiss has found you with and then invited you to lie on other shows with. That's not being new.
What a great song.
You bullshitter.
Nathan,
This
I've
is how
been
we
a
treat
flat
bullshitters.
earther for 2.5 years.
You're not new. You're a
2.5.
bullshitter. You don't seem to be getting it.
Okay.
Wait. Oh man, the math isn't mathing. Imagine that with a flat earther. So he said he's a new flat earther, but he's been doing it for 2.5 years. That's longer than I've been YouTubing, and I don't think of myself as a new YouTuber. Like, once you are 1 year into something, you're not new. Wow. Oakley's show jumped the shark when Arwen left, but this may have saved things. That I have no idea. I don't see him going anywhere. He's in the next show, which is actually the previous one. he's literally crying about how he has to have 3 jobs and how he has to sell microphones on the side because he's not making money off of the streams anymore. So
Okay, wait. So 2.5 years being a flat earther, that's not a new flat earther.
Wait, yes, sir. It's absolutely a new car, straight off the
Awesome.
2.5 years of use that it's had.
So I am a new flat earther then.
Angel, he just mocked you. He just told you, gave you an analogy.
No,
Very accurate, I might add. And I hate that I'm agreeing with Oakley, but he's right here. Like, he said, let me give you this new car that has been used for 2.5 years. Yeah, that's not new.
the same way that a 2.5-year-old car's not new, you're not a new flat earther. What you are for the 12th time is a bullshitter.
And I admitted I probably shouldn't have made a positive claim about what the edge of a known world is.
You hear that, Dave? The guy you didn't vet knew in his own confession 2.5 years old. Definitely a late model. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have bullshitted with you, Dave. He's now admitting it on my show. I mean, I don't know if Dave Weiss is going to do anything about this. Maybe make a retraction. You know, maybe go back to the videographer that he had this bullshitter on with him that maybe shouldn't have been bullshitting. Now he's on a different show. Is Dave Weiss going to deal with this? Or is it just us that has to deal with Dave Shyster's shite when the mistakes that get aired by us pointing them out to stuttery, interruptory boys who eventually admit the same thing they've been called out and admitted to immediately?
He invented, like, he's so mad he just invents words like interruptory. He said like something very weird, but oh boy. And he's going to keep on taking it like right in the chest. I do have to commend in a kind of sick way Angel for, you know, just not just going away. That's what I would do.
Eventually they get round to admitting it again, like he just has. Yeah, this is a major problem for Weiss. You're just a new, actually 2.5-year-old in the subject, flat earther on a show with Weiss talking crap.
Nezumi Tomato says, but just 5 minutes ago, Oakley was calling him a newbie. Yeah, none of them can keep anything straight. They are... Oakley is berating him because he's new. Now he's telling him he's not new. They have no consistency whatsoever. Yes. It's super weird. And Real Cygnus, that's exactly what's happening right now.
Something we've already got an issue with Weiss for, Angels. Yeah, we've already got, you know, plenty of issues with Weiss. You're just as bad as him now. That's the real problem here. I mean, I won't care when you're off the show in an hour.
I got some advice for you.
So
hold on, let me give him some advice. Angels, listen, go away and say how, here's a good proof for you. We see too far. Go stand next to David Weiss now.
I got way more evidence than that, but okay. So we're having. Are you talking about the PhD interview?
You're missing the point. It's because you're a bullshitter. You're missing the point. You're still trying to, because you think that you're smarter than everyone else, as the usual bullshitter does. No, you're completely missing the point.
Someone here called him Angel of Lies.
Nobody cares what you have to say. Nobody cares if you got the 10 best flat earth proofs in history. You're a bullshitter and a liar, and I don't want you around. Nathan can have you around if he wants. He's a show. I don't want you around me personally.
Buck Saltbuster, but Arwen is there. I don't know if you see him, but Arwen is right there. There's the live stream with the red circle here on the top. When I go to here, you don't see my cursor. But then you have Agents of Light, and then you have Arwen. Michael Gaylord says, hi, Max. Hello. How you doing? You're a bullshit and a lawyer, Brian.
I don't want you around me or represent me or have nothing to do with me because you're a lawyer. It's that simple. It's about character, not about your intelligence or the amount of proofs you have. It's about whether you're a lawyer or not, and you are a lawyer.
Yeah, Nathan raised
I
the
made a
standard
positive-
today, buddy, and I'm glad.
And
Yeah, but
I'm
like-
glad,
Nathan
or,
never.
and I'm glad, or you would be sleeping with the fishes, see?
My God.
And then takes out his Tommy gun and just shoots him.
Nobody's asking you anything. You don't seem to get it. Yeah, like when there's other people, right? There's other characters, I'm not going to name any, right? That we have the same sort of
Michael Gaylord says, just finished watching Craig and Toon. Going to start this from the beginning. Have it your way. Thank you so much for being here, though. That is cool.
discussion with. And then
Oh, no, I can't. Oh, my. Yes. Yes. Wow. Katie, that's so cool. Hold on. Oh, my. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I had in mind. I can't believe you managed to pull it off because this was a little bit of a tall order. That is crazy. That is wild. Thank you so much, Katie.
let's say the wrong dad and he's not here and he can't defend himself as it should be, right? But then when there's people that have wronged Adam and then he's looked to me to side with him and I've gone, yeah, I side with you implicitly, and then welcome that person back on the show the following day, and I was like, what the hell, this person should be obliterated. And you're like, no, everybody's welcome back the following day. There's about a half a dozen examples. I can probably count on one hand how many people are actually sincerely banned from the show, you know. And you've got to do something pretty egregious, like Brenda suggesting that I should have my kids removed from me by social services. That'll get you permabanned. Yeah.
Aww.
But you've got to go to those sort of extents. The rest.
Well, I mean, hard to disagree with Brenda on that one. You slapped your kid while on stream, made her cry, and you also teach them that the earth is flat. So I don't know. There is an argument to be made there regarding your capabilities as a parent. Buxel Buster, I have been banned from the show with this account and at least 10 other sock accounts. I haven't been banned on Oakley because I don't really watch him, but I was banned on Facatzoids with 12 accounts, Witsit with 11 accounts, and a couple of more. Niken, I sent you a relevant picture of a trailer I saw on Discord, okay? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Copy link and see if I... Come on. All right. I think I got it. Yes. Icy Spin, thank you for that tip. That's cool. That's funny.
The rest of it's just bravado on my part. Yeah. Like the following day, if you're back, you know, that's how it is. That's how it's always been for 10 years. So that means that I am often in a really weird position where someone's saying, you agree with me? Yeah, outrageous behavior. Well, then why haven't you banned him? Oh, no one gets banned. They're all welcome back the following day.
Yeah, but these are the things.
Warmly welcome back.
Warmly, yeah.
These are the things that come back to bite you and haunt you. Someone like Angels of Light, as I said, it doesn't matter how smart someone is or how many proofs they have. If they're a lawyer, and they should not be around you or representing you.
Okay.
So anyone who hears his voice on this show, anyone who hears his voice on this show, whether it be from Discord or elsewhere, from here on in, as far as they're concerned, especially as he's going to be pretending he's on the flat earth side, as far as they're concerned, he represents us. That means you're being represented by a lawyer.
Yeah. And they're
No,
all,
no, not really. Hold
No,
on.
no.
He's going to be, if he comes here, he's going to have about 10 pairs of eyes just staring at him.
Exactly.
That's on him.
Exactly. If you want to
He's
sit in the
not-
bar
he's not-
where
that's not
everybody
what's
stares at you and hates you, that's on you. You can still walk in. It's a public bar. That's the point. That's the format. Now, sometimes I get it. People don't like it, especially people who get to be friends with me. They hate it, especially. Sometimes they'll fall out with me over it. I've had that happen multiple times. Unfortunately, that is the format. But ask me if Ranty, Jose, Jaron, ask me if they can enter this bar. The answer's yes. Yeah, the door's still open. There's no barman at the door. Doorman at the front door saying, "Nah, your name's not Jack. You cannot come in. I'm sorry." There's no doorman.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you
That is so dumb. And now it gets extra dumb. So, going to do a little bit of a palette cleanser. Oh my. Correspondents are working full time today. Hold on. I'm getting more. Okay, for this one, I do have to stop it and do this. Hold on. Oh man. Oh, I'm going to herniate my laughter. Like seriously. I don't think I can handle it anymore. Oh wow. Thank you for that, Roger. Wow, that is wild. All right. Hold on. I need to stop laughing for a second. So, we're going to do this. I'm going to play for you a little song, which I am actually in the process of remixing. I started it today, but Emma did this little song, of course, with AI, but I got the vocals. I have the instrumental, so I will remix it into my thing. But this is the one that the first show I was dancing and like really feeling the song and stuff, and no one was hearing it because I'm a noob. I'll play this for a second, go get a glass of water, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Oh, wait. Did I fuck it up again? Did I not share the thing correctly? I did. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Oh my God. No. No, fail. All right, we'll play it again. What a dummy. I'm so sorry. This should be it.
Max is streaming like it's hot and bright. Got guests discussing day and through the night. Philosophers, debunkers all in stride, unaware of the dangers lurking close inside. A furry shadow YouTube chat holds its breath. A whisker twitching, promising swift death to Max's nose. Oh, my cat, he's biting, he's clinging, he won't let go. Right there on his nose, putting on a show. Max screams out loud, disrupting the flow. Oh, my cat. Oh, my cat. Please let go. Dr. J is citing verses old and wise, talking about the heavens right before Max's eyes. He points a finger, making his bold case. Then a fluffy missile launches at Max's face. Fangs find purchase, a furry dangly weight, leaving Max to scream and seal his fate. Oh, my cat, he's biting, he's clinging, he won't let go. Right there on his nose, putting on a show. Max screams out loud, disrupting the flow. Oh, oh, my cat. Oh, my nose. Please let go. Issa and John debunking flat earth lies, showing curvature beneath the digital skies. They're proving globes, the signs crystal clear, when a sudden frantic yelp assaults the ear. A wrestling match right in the camera frame. The nose biter's back, it's always the same. Oh, my cat, he's biting, he's clinging, he won't let go. Right there on his nose, putting on a show. Max screams out loud, disrupting the flow. Oh, oh, my cat. Damn nose. Let go.
Max dances like Trump.
Batman drops
No,
and
I
doing
know.
what Batmen do, suckling on a joint, maybe one or two. Perhaps the cat just caught a wicked whiff, or maybe
yeah,
Max's
that's you.
nose offers a tasty sniff. Another lunge, a lightning fast attack. There's no escaping. There is no turning back. Oh, my cat, he's biting, he's clinging, he won't let go. Right there on his nose, putting on a show. Max screams out loud, disrupting the flow. Oh, oh, my cat. What damn nose though? Oh, my cat.
Ooh, thanks, Emma, for that. DPD Bank sent me this. Give me 1 second. Oh, wow. Calder says that was incredible. Yeah, that song, it slaps. That's why I'm going to remix it and make it a little bit more my own. But yeah, it's really, really good. DPD Bank sent me this, a little fix on a little fix on the previous Katie meme. Thank you so much. Great song. Yeah, I agree. It captured the essence very accurately, I might add. All right. So, check out the title for this one. This is Flat Earth Debate, the number of the show, live, Witsit scams it. So I don't know why I agree. I mean, we're agreeing so much with Oakley, but yes, he's going up against the single most greatest flat earther that exists. No! Why do you do this to me? Oh, wow. Wait. I did need that image. So, Roger that sent me this, and I'll read the message. If Arwen and Oakley had a baby, it's a little disturbing. I mean, the hell out of these two. They are the flat earth locals. Also, you probably don't remember. Oh, I do remember you. Roger. He's part of the group of the people that took down Arwen's channel. Roger, if you ever want to do that, I didn't want to press you because I thought you might be busy or something, but if you ever want to talk about that and the group wants to come on, we can have a laugh about that. But yeah, I still watch every once in a while. I put a couple of Jamie Sea Level's videos regarding Arwen and Real Sickness Oakwin. Yes, this is if Arwen and Oakley had a baby. This is so good. All right. I'm going to get past the intro until they start covering. Here we go.
He believes he's on a ball or not. He can believe that all he likes, so long as he appreciates that if he's going to measure Earth, it'll be flat. Let's not have that bit mentioned. Get Nathan as far away from the general public as possible temporarily while they all think Antarctica dissolved the flat Earth idea.
Oh. But it did, Jokely. It did. Your little oh my. Sorry. Wait, someone asked me a question. Bruce Woodford says, your laugh is infectious. You know that, right? I didn't know that. A lot of people have been telling me that, and I'm having a hard time visualizing it. But yeah, thank you for sharing those kind words. So David sent me this. This would be if Oakley and Dave Wise had a baby. It would be an angry potato. And yes, Monkey Cat Papa, thank you for sharing that. Jamie Sea Level makes incredible video edits. You should check them out. They're pretty great. All right.
There we go. That's what I'm up to. We got Witsit, who's claiming he's caught in the crossfire of this dissolving of a community that we were never a part of. We were separated from by people like Bob Nodell. We weren't toeing the line of a rhetoric that included ether, so we had to be removed from that community. No bad thing. It's being described now as flat Earth, and it's got Witsit at the helm peddling bleeding ether to you. More garbage nonsense waffle from this guy.
The series, it's like obviously ether, quote unquote, it's just a word. Okay. So it's like what exists outside the material world?
Fraud. It's just a word. Scammer. Charlatan. Con man. They're just words. That's all they are. Just words. I mean, we could express how talking about something that doesn't really exist and peddling it as though it does is fraud. I mean, but that would be bringing context to the words I use, wouldn't it? For this charlatan saying it and then suggesting that it's just a word. A word that'll lead into lots of nonsense waffle peddled. For a book, apparently, he's going to sell about this crap.
Something or nothing. Something. Okay. I'm just going to use the word ether. Okay.
I'm just going to use the word fraud, scammer, charlatan. I'm going to use those words when I refer to Witsit. They're just words that mean he's a fraud. He's about to bullshit you. He's about to lie through his back teeth about something that doesn't exist. And he's going to justify it by saying, oh, it's just a word. Yeah, I can do that too, Witsit. Yeah, fraud.
No, wait, hold on. This one. Careful, Nathan. Your jealousy is showing through. It is. It is indeed.
It's just a word. It means you in this instance because you're going to be frauding people with this shite that you're about to peddle.
All right. So this is how I understand it. Perfect stillness.
Sorry, we can't have perfect stillness. We have entropic decay. That's a second law and first law of thermodynamics violation. There is no such thing as perfect stillness ever. Yeah? Doesn't exist. You can't reach absolute zero. We're in constant motion.
Ooh, Oakley. Oh, you're so far off. We haven't reached absolute zero yet, but we're very, very close. I met on the MDD Discord, I met a guy from India. He works in a lab, and on the lab next door, they have a project going on that with lasers, they can shoot lasers into a specific material that when hit with a laser, it emits a photon. So the net energy on the material itself is reduced, because even though we are putting energy into the system with light, because that material emits a photon when hit by a laser, then the temperature lowers. So, and they're very, very close to reaching absolute zero. Very close. It's just a matter of refining the technology. So, Nathan, you're wrong. Witsit is also wrong, but you are also you're wrong here. You don't know what you're talking about.
It's a law of nature. It's called entropy. You stupid retard. Don't buy this man's book. It will just be shite. Full of...
Yes, don't buy Witsit's book. Buy Oakley's book.
Nonsense. He's prefaced this with, this is what's going to be in my book. There is no such thing as perfect stillness. Okay? We all got that clear? Yeah, that's not a good opener, Witsit, you fraud.
The initial state, the primary state, right? It's
what primary state would that be? Where are we going to have the start of entropic decay described from? Did you get your DeLorean and get back to the beginning of the first primary state where we weren't experiencing decay? Because we always do experience entropy. It's a law of nature.
Perfect stillness. And this is very...
No, there is no perfect stillness. There is entropy. Yeah? This man is it's not just a word, it has meaning. Fraud, scammer, charlatan, con man, grifter, liar. That's what he is. Okay? Why? Because he's peddling garbage that makes no sense.
Oh my, I love that. All that diatribe that he went on, that little rant. That applies to you, Oakley. It applies to you just as much as it applies to him. DP, give me... Can you Discord me the link? It's not letting me grab it for some reason. I have it here. Hold on. Al-Khwarizmi says it's a battle of wits between the witless. Oh yeah. So where was that link that DP sent me? Perfect, DP. Thank you. Everyone's going ham with this ones tonight. I love it. Check it out. I love the gag balls. Zumi, we'll check that song for the outro. When we're wrapping it up, we'll play that one. Okay. Oh wow. I feel like my laugh is going to herniate today. Laughing too much might be hazardous.
Very interesting, right? Because if
That's not very interesting. It's lies, deceit, and fraud.
you ever meditate, if you
Sorry, what? You freaking hippie? Tell us about perfect stillness and then talk about freaking meditation. This is what we need for.
Freaking hippie.
Earth to be, ladies and gentlemen.
No, wait. I think we need an action replay of that, right?
meditate, if you
Sorry, what? You freaking hippie? Tell us about perfect stillness and then talk about freaking meditation. This is what we need flat Earth to be, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is the nonsense waffle, hippie spewing garbage that they need flat Earth to be, so that when I step up to the fray and say, no.
That face. He got so triggered that he put himself on camera, which he rarely does past the intro.
It's not about meditation, about believing in perfect stillness when you're writing an ether book. It's about how Earth's measured.
I'm trying to catch a frame. Damn, those teeth are like, those teeth belong to a freaking orc. Like, look at that. Like, seriously, dude. Go get a cleaning. Don't you have like, don't they have in the UK, you know, like universal healthcare or something like that? Pretty much like here in Uruguay. That is disgusting.
Measured, if we're talking about flat Earth. That's what Earth is. Flat by measurement. That's the end of the argument, because there isn't an argument when you understand an axiomatic principle of how Earth is always.
It's not that axiomatic. You're just morons. You're just a group of morons.
Is measured. You need this cockwaffler.
You know what an axiom is? An axiom is something that we all agree on. Like, for example, that we divide circles into 360 degrees. That is an axiom. There is no reason. I mean, there are probably reasons why it's practical and whatever. But we could divide it into others. We could divide circles into fourths or, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. But we could arbitrarily change those. Take a look at measurement units, for example. Some people use meters, some people use feet. For other distances, you use miles. So all of these things, these axioms, these axioms, that's not what that means. And the Earth, just like Aldebaran says, not flat by measurement. Yeah, when you actually do the measurement and you don't just reify a concept, then the Earth is curved. Reciprocal zenith angles, dude. Oh, yes, definitely. One sec. I speak copy link. Go here. There we go. Icy Spin sent me this one. This is Oakley human projector. Oh, wait. It says. There we go. Yes, this is Oakley Human Projector. Oakley is transitioning. He's becoming Dr. Evil. Dude, you're on point with all of the memes tonight.
To be what flat Earth is about. That's what it needs to be out in the mind's eye of the audience, the public. This shit. That's what they make it about. This shit.
You really start to achieve like stillness.
You're a wanker.
Roger, give me a sec. If you want to share a link, there you go.
Okay, wanker, you're a wanker, like all the other wankers out there that talk about stillness and meditation. You're a wanker.
That's when you really have like epiphanies and breakthroughs.
Oh, Aquarisme makes a great point here. Remember that Oakley's main argument is that the Earth is measured flat using elevation angles to objects in the sky where said objects don't obey the laws of geometry. Oh, yeah. And it breaks a whole bunch of other things. It is like that by design because they don't want to make claims, because as soon as they make a claim, they get debunked. Yeah. Oh, here, Price of Adam says, is that a sleeveless hoodie? He got that in Antarctica. Yeah, no problem, Roger. I saw you were telling someone it might be easier for you to share a link. So go right ahead.
Do you? What kind of epiphanies, what kind of breakthroughs do you have when you're achieving your perfect stillness? Doesn't sound very still. Sounds quite chaotic when you're having epiphanies. Which is it? Stillness or epiphany?
And you really start to hone in and you feel like this peace, right? And you can really like hit like strides of profundity and
strides of profundity. What a wanker.
breakthroughs and stuff like that. So
I don't want to do anymore. I'm done. I've had enough.
No, a couple more minutes. Wait.
Why? I'm already incredibly irritated by him. Aren't I? Can you not hear my voice?
Oh, yeah, we hear your voice, man. I think that's just your normal...
And my computer's locked up.
Oakley, I think that your voice just sounds... You're angry all the time, so don't blame your voice.
Oh, I'm still waiting on a monitor. Let's moan about that instead. So I got a monitor, right? And the most common monitor is a Samsung. And this Samsung, the one that I've ended up ordering anyway, has got like a shroud that goes around the back of the VESA mount. And it's circular. So what have the Chinese cheap monitors done? Well, they've copied it. But they've copied it to the point where they've made a square VESA mount circular and it won't fit a VESA mount anymore. So it's got the holes for you to screw your VESA mount to it.
So he rants here a little bit on monitors and how he had to buy a Samsung.
Fitted it into what is a square mount stand delivered yesterday back to bloody Amazon and just ordered the stupid Samsung that has caused this problem in the first place. And the Samsung's dearer, so I've had to take a downgrade. I've gone from 32 inches to 27. Very annoying. And the price is more. I've had to pay £350. Ugh, everything all downside. And then I hear about this man talking about profundity. It's just too much to bear. And my PC's locked up. Can you go?
David says, not gonna lie, the accent makes this so much funnier. It does. It does, because we typically get in the rest of the world, we get the British accent as something posh and something sounds smart and whatever. But yeah, this is so good.
You guys still hear me?
You don't need an expensive solicitor to write your will. Protect your loved ones and assets with
interrupted by an ad.
Professional.
All right, it's all come back. At least my at least I got back.
what I was because it was trying to play an advert. We just sort out my Hangout because it kicked me out of the Hangout temporarily. Can you guys still hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah, trying to play an advert on Witsit's stream was too much for my graphics card, and it all went pear-shaped temporarily. This will go away. Can I show what I'm talking about? Just bear with me a second, guys. So what I'm going to present to my live audience now, if I can find the damn tab, is this.
Have a good night, F. Grud. I have everything. We used to send pizza to his apartment. Oh, no wonder your computer got frozen, Oakley. You have a million things.
This is what I'm presented with currently.
Yeah, no one cares.
View, what you're seeing now still looks quite nice, right? You wouldn't know any different. But from my point of view, from this side of the screen, taxing on the because I do need them all functioning, but all overlapping each other for whatever reason, that is incredibly taxing on graphics cards. They don't like it. All active windows all over.
Well, duh.
Overlapping each other. So yeah, I for the last 4 days, and I'm not even kidding, I've been so tempted to not run the show because it's too difficult. Right, doing it on a projector. The projector is useful to have ancillary stuff up on, as much as it's a big screen.
Yeah. Come on, Oakley.
Using the chat and hangouts like the Hangout, like OBS, which once it's running, is kind of set and forget. Go on, Shah. Did you want to add something? Go ahead.
No,
Or
I'm just here to listen.
Oh, I have to stand up. I can't read my own projector. One sec. Oh, he says, it's LJ. He says, welcome to Flat Earth is $1 million title. I completely agree. And that's why I took the executive decision of my own book and said that's what the title's going to be. I was listening to yesterday's show. Maybe you're doing it because of the same reason. I don't know if, again, the kibosh is for everyone, right? I know this because I've got multiple YouTube channels. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, LJ. I have actually set it up so I can.
LJ is the guy that you probably have seen him on MDD. He's the guy that sends super chats asking about the hovering helicopter question every single time. But come on, move it, Oakley.
Let's change the name of the book, didn't I? He's taking bleeding credit for it.
Oh, yeah, this is where they're talking about. Hold on.
I suggested it. When I heard it in chat, I was like, no, duh.
I hear this a lot. I come up with a really good idea, and then suddenly everyone else around me is taking bleeding credit for it. Sometimes claiming they've done it 2 weeks earlier.
His book is going to be called Welcome to Flat Earth.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. The book's title is going to be Welcome to Flat Earth. That is the book's title now. I've already made that decision. It just sounds good. But yeah, in the Uncut and After show over on my second channel, subscribe today if you're not already to my second channel. It's called Nathan Oakley. And it plays out all of the members' videos 2 or 3 or 4 weeks after they've gone out to members. So you can still have free access to everything that we do here. So, for instance, Protothad's moaning, oh, you didn't cover enough of Peter's. Yeah, we did. You can watch it on the Cheapskate second channel.
Oh my, I need to catch up on this one, because there are too many and they're too good. Okay, here. So, going back a little bit, we had this one. And then this one with the explanation is way better. This is from DPD Bunks. How do my old, wrinkly, shriveled balls taste? This is Peter and said, this is how AI imagines angels of light. Pizza Hut. And this one. This is Witsit achieving perfect stillness to generate epiphanies and breakthroughs. Meditating. Oh, wow. That is so good. Roger, that says those memes. Yeah. Katie is actually the queen of the memes. Mr. Sir says, ew, his feet are in the bowl. Well, that's where they go.
Channel version in 3 weeks' time when we covered it in the after show. But the members, they've already seen us rip PT to pieces in the after show. Me, I didn't, think it was worthy enough of even the live show, which is why I only got a couple of minutes. But for anybody who doesn't want to pay to become a member,
DP, as far as I know, book titles, just like song titles, cannot be trademarked unless it's something like hyper specific. Like if you create a new word and you name the title that. But yeah, it would be too hard to trademark a title for a book. I know that with songs, you can just call a song whatever you want. Even if it exists, no one can do anything because songs are created all the time.
you can still watch all the videos. Just go and subscribe to my second channel, and then you'll see them all. But I think people like my. All right, so it's not.
No one cares, Oakley. Go back to Witsit.
It's also been the case sometimes for whatever reason the live streams aren't enjoyable enough and people tune out, right? But the month pre.
Oh my stars! Sometimes Oakley's streams are not entertaining enough so that people don't watch them. Who would have thunk it?
Previous, they weren't. Well, they're on a delay and going out on the second channel. Now, obviously, there's times when there's, I don't know, a string of boring live shows, and that will affect the views. But I know that there's no kibosh being put on me personally, or Flat Earth, but as a general subject matter, because in that instance, I'll go back over to the second channel. That's Nathan Oakley, the one I'm encouraging you all to go and subscribe to. And
do not subscribe to Oakley.
And see that, oh, right, well, last month when we were having an absolute whale of our time going through all these really high quality videos and giving our critiques on them, and they've all got really nice shiny thumbnails and blah, 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 blah. That, the second channel, is doing really well with those videos. Obviously, the quality of the content does affect it. At the moment, it makes absolutely no difference how good the content is. Doesn't matter. Microphone channel. I only put them on so I can have a video on my eBay ads. And yet my mic videos are outperforming my live streams. That just shows you what the kibosh is. It's hyper specific.
Oh, he's crying about how YouTube censors him.
To anything Flat Earth. So if you happen to be putting it out and you are the reverse of me, the antithesis, you're a mic channel who happen to put out a Flat Earth video, yeah? You'd have the same, but in reverse. That Flat Earth video would get absolutely no traction. It would be censored to all frig. Well, me, I've actually got a little bit of free reign.
Zumi says you can sue someone if someone copies your song. Don't remember the MC Hammer Vanilla Ice controversy just because of the bass. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. Mostly because we have come to the realization that you can't own a scale or a riff. You just can't trademark a combination of notes as yours. You can trademark a very specific sound, but the problem is that you trademark the song. You trademark all of the sounds added together in that sequence and process that way. As soon as you pitch up or down or remove or take, it's a different thing. It's a new thing. So it used to be that there were these kind of problems in the past, like with the MC Hammer Vanilla Ice. It's just impossible to do it today. It's not as straightforward as people think. And now with the advent of sampling in the last 30 years, it's really hard because you can take a sample, do a little bit of magic, and it's a completely different thing. So even very famous chord progressions and note progressions, even those can be used. So yeah, it's a very tricky. Trademarks are different than copyright. Yeah, I know. I was kind of, I was using them interchangeably, but yeah, it doesn't. I don't know what in Spanish we have a specific word for that. But yeah, it's a very complicated thing. I know because I've used like samples. I have a track called what is it here? This one. I have a track called Wop Wop Wop, and this one has like samples of Eminem, but just because I pitched them down like one semitone, first of all, the filters don't catch it. And even when this was reviewed by someone, by the label owner, and he listened to it and approved it, because I had taken care of that, I didn't need to like clear the sample of or anything like that. So, yeah. But I'll leave you the link there to. That's one of my songs. Oh my! Wait! Copy link. This one is dark. I love it. Yes, I'm on that right now. I'll just show it and say nothing. I got this from one of our correspondents in the world. All right, Oakley, can we get a move on this?
A completely flat Earth channel, but if you look at the stats, you look at a 3-minute mic video and it's outperforming my live stream. So yeah, I know what's going on. It's pretty bleeding obvious. And when you see the same effects on the second channel, regardless of how good the material is, it's like, yeah, I'm censored. There's no other way.
Oh, God, everyone. Can we all please shed a tear for how Oakley's being censored? Can we please cry? No? Okay.
To describe it, it is just flat out censorship. More egregious than ever.
Yeah. Moving forward. There we
Really
go.
start to achieve like stillness. That's when you really have like epiphanies and breakthroughs, and you really start to hone in, and you feel like this peace, right? And you can really like hit like strides of profundity and breakthroughs and stuff like that. So stillness. We're in the pursuit of stillness. And like, what is everything in physics? It's like everything's seeking equilibrium. What does that mean? It's in the pursuit of getting to where it can rest. Stillness. Now, even though this bottle is actually like it's sitting here.
I have a little box of cold medicine, and if I let it go, it will drop to the floor because it wants to rest. It's so tired from being a box all day that if I drop it, it wants to rest. And when it lands on the floor or on the desk, it gets super cozy. And now that it's resting, it can get ready for tomorrow's new day. Love that. Love that woo nonsense with it.
Okay. It's not actually at rest.
I've just got to pause and say wanker. It's coming out of me if I can't help it. You know what I mean?
Oh. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this. I'm so sorry. Kiwi Bush. I did have a look at that second channel, but most of it is members only. That doesn't attract new viewers, and his mic reviews aren't members only. So he makes a false comparison. How flat Earth? Always. Always.
Right? It's sitting on the table, but it's not actually at rest. It's not true.
So you're now going to contradict the last 25 to 30 seconds worth of material that you put out into the realm of your audience by saying, well, it's not really at rest. So what? It's not really relevant, anything you've just said then?
Truly still. It is actually still moving, right? Because even the core components of it are just vibrating.
Yes, so nothing's at absolute stillness, nothing's at rest, kind of like the frustration and fury that I put towards him. He's now agreeing with me. In the
Oh, wow. The frustration and fury. Oh, wow.
next breath. Yeah.
Oh, and we also have to remember that Witsit doesn't believe in atoms. So everything that he's saying right now, he doesn't believe in any of it.
What's the word? A wanker? Yeah, that's right, wanker. Everything you said previous was stupid and nonsensical, and now you're admitting that fact.
So anything in this material world...
Right, is this contradictory, nonsensical garbage spew ether then? Because that's how you open this shit. What's the word? A fraud, con man, grifter, scammer. Those are all words, Witsit. They're ones that I'm tying to you. You grifter. Why? Because you've just spewed nonsense shite waffle and then admitted it immediately afterwards. That's because you're a grifter. Yeah, that's what grifters do.
There's no true rest. There's no true stillness in this world.
Right. So when you just told your audience 25 seconds ago to try and achieve it, under the guise of talking about ether, that was complete shite then. Yeah, I objected quite strongly as you were saying it based on that exact standard that you're now explaining is absolutely true and confirming what I moaned about.
If it ever were to be truly completely void of any type of displacement or motion or movement at all, it wouldn't be here. Right.
What? No, that won't happen because of... Are we done?
Witsit, what you said is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. If there was absolutely no motion in the universe, yeah, there wouldn't be a universe. There would just be a giant block of ice. That is, wow. Wow.
I just can't do it. It's just too irritating. He's just too big a wanker. Are we done?
I just want a moment.
Chocolate Saiyan joined them. Let me read a couple of messages. Made one of those mean things. I'll take a look at it. Give me one moment. No sweat, my scream name isn't a word. It's a bastardization of a Dutch word, which in itself isn't a real word. Okay. I feel less bad, but yeah, it's hard to pronounce. Bruce Wolford says, Witsit also thinks he's on par with Brian Cox and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Oh, yeah. I would demolish that guy. And I got this from Zoomy. I love the memes. That's Oakley in Antarctica with all the penguins. Yes, that is correct, Bruce. No surprise, Oakley doesn't debate as a guest on other channels. He can't use the mute button. That's right. That's why he doesn't debate. And it's funny that he berates other people when he will not leave his echo chamber for any reason.
One minute he tries to tie it into the whole God thing. I need people to hear that.
Hey, Chocolate.
To my understanding. And so ether itself, the primary state, because there are modalities of it, because it's all coming from...
Sorry, hasn't defined what it is. What he's just done is giving you a nonsensical garbage spew of cock waffle that made no sense that he just contradicted in the face of his first statements to say that this is ether, even though it's just a word. Now that he's given you all his cock waffle of meaningless nonsense, he's going to start talking about ether like it's been defined. Wanker! Charlatan, scammer, grifter, fraud. These are all words, and they're all going to be associated with you freaking scammer.
From the same place.
What place would that be? A place of non-definition?
But, and like, how could you claim to be a believer and deny this? Dude?
Who are you talking to? Believe what? You've got nothing. You've got no substance. You've got cock waffle and contradiction. Believe what? You're now opening this up to me. I don't believe a single frigging word you say, and based on what you've just spewed, I'm calling you a grifter.
Here's what.
Wanker! I mean, he's probably doing a lot of that now. Okay, so this meme that Zumi sent me, it's a two-parter. The other part is this one. It's been just today, Oakley. I mean, I'm looking at the close-up here on the Discord, and you probably can't see it here, but this homeless person in Antarctica has better teeth than Oakley.
It's also weird.
What's weird is how you get away with this shit. Yeah? How it is that you've got double the subscriber count, and this has managed to get 15,000.
Oh, we're starting now. Oh, this part is so good. Now we're going down the route of I'm just going to let him cry himself. Because yeah, this is just a cry session. So I'm going to nudge it back.
How it is that you've got double the subscriber count, and this has managed to get 15,000 views. It's because you're a freaking shill. Yeah, I'll struggle to hit 500 views on this live stream, so it really doesn't matter what I can say. I can say whatever the hell I like, really. So I'm not reaching anybody. This is what's reaching people. This total nonsense.
Oh, are you mad? Are you mad, bro? Humbly. And for all my disagreements with Witsit, he knows how to do stuff so that he got to 42,000 subs. He's Oakley. Witsit is way more likable than you, and he's a fucking douchebag, but he's way more likable than you. And here you are, like, criticizing him and crying over his justification for God is just as incorrect as yours, Oakley. He just likes the ether because he wants to put a scientific spin on it. It's waffle, yes, but it's not any different than your nonsense, Oakley. Foxworth Kersman, bro. Oakley, bro, you're losing this debate, bro. You're not on Witsit's level. Yeah, he's not.
Because that's what they need flat earthers to be, right? Nonsense spewers. They don't need them to be me or Neil or Brian or QE or Adam. They don't need that to be flat earth. I was talking about how Earth's measured flat. They need it to be this. You need to be still. You need to meditate because you need to achieve stillness. But there is no stillness. So that's ether. Who would deny it? You freaking grifting, scamming con man.
But anyway.
Oh my God, that was a bad idea. I almost beat everything up. Oh, wow. Bad idea. Taking that sip just now.
So perfect stillness, and then
what the perfect stillness you've just said we can't have? Just unsubscribe from it. The man's a con artist. Good.
No, I was just laughing. It's a contradiction.
A disturbance in that stillness. So, like, imagine the most perfectly still lake or body of water.
You can't have one. There isn't such a beast. There's no such animal. At a fundamental.
This is this is so stupid. This, Oakley, this is still, just because there are intermolecular things happening, and the way that we have to describe them is as vibration, that doesn't mean that this is not still, right? Because you can leave this little box, let's say that my hand is my desk, I can leave it there, and unless a force acts on this little box of cold medicine, it will remain there until something happens that breaks out the equilibrium. Either a force knocks it over, and you can see that it goes here, and because the center of gravity is still within the surface, it doesn't topple. But as soon as I push it a little bit further past the middle, then it drops. Center of gravity. This is an argument that I took from Planet Peterson. It's a great argument. Why do things have a center of gravity or a center of mass that, depending on how you hold it, because I can hold this box, if I find the middle, I can hold it with one finger. That's because I am, all of the mass is resting in the center of mass. But also, if I do a finger longitudinally, we have that becomes like an axis. It's really hard to balance stuff like this, but you get the point. That why do we have centers of mass if gravity isn't a thing? Why is it that things only fall after the center of mass is not properly set on a surface? Evil Producer 1 says, have a great night, everybody. Time for me to hit the hay. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you have a good night's sleep, and we'll see you around.
Level, you just disclaimed it. So after disclaiming it, you're now back onto your cock waffle that you contradicted and said wasn't possible. Know when you're being conned. If you're an audience member and you're watching this shit and you're subscribed to Witsit, just unsubscribe. He's just a con man. He's conning you. There's no other words for it.
Oh, you unsubscribed from Witsit. Oh, I missed this one. David said he's been acting like a total prick for over 2 hours now, and then he asks himself why he got no reach. Yeah, exactly. Someone here called unindoctrinated says he lies to his wife about a little baby. He will lie to anyone.
Can you describe how he's justified the very thing he said that can't exist as now being in existence in an example as a definitional part of ether? Do you not see how nonsensical this is if you're an audience member?
Water ever. And then but
you just got to find your words to punt your bullshit.
If the creator's like snapped his fingers, or
if the creator snapped its fingers.
But you're talking about the stillness of a lake that can't be still at a fundamental level, and now you're talking about someone snapping your fingers. He could say anything, couldn't he? Now me,
Can you say the creator?
Yes.
Like, in Jurassic Park, when all of a sudden the glass of water starts to move because the dinosaur steps closer to them. Imagine just envisioning in your mind, you see the water, and then it just like starts to ripple just the slightest amount. It's like,
I'm just going to do it because it's driving me absolutely bonkers, right? This guy has got 43,000 subscribers. He's been here half the time I have. He's nonsense waffled his way into this position. Earth's measured flat. Every measurement of Earth's flat. If you were on the fence and you didn't know what to believe.
The teeth. The teeth.
It isn't a belief. It's how Earth's measured. It's flat. This video.
Eric E, Master of Flat Earth. Why does Oakley hate the concept of the ether so much? He takes it so personal. It's not, I don't think it's about the concept of the ether. I think he's super jealous that these people get way more exposure than he does. So I think it's just jealousy. Dude, those teeth, holy crap. I think it's that it's preserving, because he knows he's had a couple of back and forth with Witsit about ether, and the ether doesn't align with Oakley's dogmatic view on the scientific method. It doesn't follow Oakley's like high school view of the scientific method. Like, you know how they always go like, okay, what's the independent variable? What's a dependent variable? And this and that. So yeah, I think it's a mix of those things. I can smell his mouth from America, dude. It's unbelievable. Yes.
Video will probably only get 500 views. This shit that Witsit is waffling, it'll get thousands. Why? Because he's talking like he's talking. Total nonsense that makes no sense. Give the man thousands of views. How many does it add? 15,000.
Cry more, Oakley. Cry a little more, because I love it.
Okay, material world. That's what I think. That's static electricity. So anyway, you have
none of that made any sense.
Have the canvas, the stillness, the primary state.
None of this makes any sense. This is all stupid cockwaffle.
And then any type of disturbance within that actually gives you this physical material world. And
the
disturbance within the vibration, like in Jurassic Park, gives us the material world.
Yes, Oakley, it's not that far-fetched. He believes on the ether. He's basically saying that the ether is the underlying medium that makes all other things happen. It requires a little bit of magic because that medium is not material. It has to be perturbed by God to give us a material world. So, like, why is that a problem?
Grifter, scammer, conman, wanker. Those are words that you can associate with Witsit based on this example. This specific example that's happening right now are the reason I'm calling him a fucking grifter, because he is.
And then the physical phenomena within that, right?
But what physical phenomena? The physical phenomena of Jurassic Park dinosaurs stamping to make glasses of water shake.
He's so angry that he doesn't even understand what Witsit is saying. And David said, I'm stealing that word, cockwaffle.
Wanker.
Ooh, Katie got it right. Yes, you predicted the future just now.
Static electricity, magnetism, electricity.
So now he's throwing in static electricity and magnetism. Those two things weren't on the roster up until this second, so they're just spurious. They've been thrown in for good measure. They're meaningless, nonsensical words that have been thrown in after giving you a description of dinosaurs making water shake.
Light, right?
Because let me guess, Oakley, dinosaurs are also they're fake and gay, right?
Like the perturbation within the ether. It's a
perturbation from the ether, the word that's just a word that is describing stillness that can't exist. That's what you've got so far.
Just read your poem, Nathan.
You want me to what?
You might as well just read your poem that you wrote.
I'll dig it out.
Oh, we're getting a poem. Can't wait.
Disturbance. And you have visible light, non-visible light. It's just all based on different frequencies or vibrations within that initial primary state of stillness, or
they're vibrations within an initial state of stillness. That's a quite literal contradiction in terms. Wanker, conman, grifter, scammer, give him 15,000 views.
Oh my! That number of views right there here on the video, it's really like he feels like he's getting stabbed right now because Witsit is way more popular than he is. Like it is physically hurting him to see that there and that here, the 42,000. It's like, why can't I have that?
If I got 15,000 views, I wouldn't be struggling to pay my mortgage. Right? I'd get the ad revenue from this video. Right? If this video, the one I'm making right now, putting my
do we feel sad that Oakley cannot pay his mortgage? Or I don't feel too bad about that. It's like, fuck you. Who cares?
time fit into, got 15,000 views, I wouldn't have to have 3 jobs. Yeah? Witsit can talk this utter shit stoned out of his head, constantly fingering his freaking microphone, and he can get 15,000 views with it.
Oh boy. Action replay. Hold on.
Yeah. Witsit can talk this utter shit stoned out of his head, constantly fingering.
Oh, I didn't catch that the first time. Stoned out of his head. So I'm not the only one that thinks that Witsit is having some hard times with drugs. It's sad that it comes from Oakley, but I feel somewhat validated.
His freaking microphone, and he can get 15,000 views with it. It's a cruel world. It's not fair. It's just that simple.
Aww.
Too bad at it.
Oh, it's a cruel world. A cruel world. I have to have 3 jobs. I can't just lie about the flat earth on YouTube and just live my life. I want to be like Witsit. Whew. Say you're jealous without saying you're jealous. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know this was going to be one of those. I would have brought my.
If I had to guess, Witsit uses Xanax. Is that an upper or a downer? Because I think he's in uppers. Xanax. One sec. Treatment of anxiety. I don't think so. This seems like a downer, and I from what I saw him on uppers. I saw him do the anaconda jaw unhinge that mostly happens due to cocaine or MDMA, in my personal experience, but could be, yeah. I have never been on Xanax. I've never tried downers. I'm more of an upper kind of person.
Open to sandals and beach towel.
Inertia, right? So true inertia, right? We use the word inertia in physics on the Earth all the time. What does that really mean? There is no true rest on Earth. There is no true.
That is not how the word inertia is used, you fucking moron.
Rest, inertial state.
So for you to describe a vibration from that initial state of stillness, like you did in the last 25 seconds, would be a complete contradiction in terms then, like I just pointed out, and you've reiterated it as well. So is it just me, or does he come up with a contradictory, nonsensical statement that I point out, and then he points out afterwards that his statement made in the last 25 seconds was contradictory, but he'll use that contradictory, nonsensical statement that he's pointing out to be contradictory and nonsensical as a proof of freaking ether. That's what he's doing. Again, these are just words, Witsit. Con man, grifter, scammer. That's what you are. You're a charlatan.
On Earth.
Pot, meat, kettle. I love this. This is so good. This is kind of the vibe that I get when I see two religious people arguing over whose religion is true. That's exactly how I see this. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone, but it's the way that I put it. My fantasy is better than yours. That's the way I see this. And it is super funny. It's so funny that Oakley is calling him a charlatan, a grifter, and you're all of those things, like all of those things. Eric Key, Master of Flat Earth. Witsit has often used the term plane of inertia to mean the point between north and south poles of a magnet. What's it called? Yeah, he uses that on the torus field too, when he says that we live in like the middle. Yeah, there's also another word for that.
Like in the mature world. Okay.
And I am a material girl.
Ha ha ha! You see, I told you, Katie. You got it.
And the reason I brought that up though was just to say, like, I think that super.
But what did you bring up? You brought up a cockwaffle of stream of nonsense. What did you bring up?
Super profound because basically
it wasn't profound. It was nonsensical dribble.
We come out the womb, and really we start before.
Hello. How you doing? We're getting more and more Uruguayans up in here.
For that,
we've gone from water being shaken by dinosaurs, stillness that we can't have, to the birth canal. This is called a non sequitur.
This is not a non sequitur. Like, Oakley, you need to. Let's do this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes for a moment, Oakley. I'm going to take my glasses off so you can see me better. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale through your mouth slowly. Until all of the air from your lungs has gone away. Now, breathe in. Breathe out. Oakley, calm the fuck down. Without his glasses, Max is Superman. I knew it. Beast Militia says, if I had to guess, it would be Xanax because they also give you a false confidence that make you belligerent too. I know from experience. Fair enough. Yeah, I accept that. I've never tried it. And it's not a regular thing here. People are not on massive amounts of psychotropic drugs in general. So it's not like a common thing. We do like people here. Uruguay is the capital of South America in consumption of whiskey and cocaine. So if you're looking for a good time, you know where to come.
Like, if you really think about like where we're coming
from the birth canal in this instance.
From like a metaphysical state. Because
no, birth canal. No, being in the birth canal is not metaphysical. Let's just do it.
It's funny that Oakley is so mad that he doesn't understand what Witsit is talking about when he talks about coming from the metaphysical realm. It's in reference to basically at the moment of conception, God like puts that a soul into that fetus. So that's what he's basically saying, because you're both dualists. You both believe in the body and the soul. So what he's talking about is the souls. Oakley's just so raging mad that he doesn't understand. And of course, I don't agree with what Witsit is saying, but at least I understand what he's saying.
But again, I just gotta do it. I've got to do it for my audience's benefit. These are just words. Shill, scammer, charlatan.
These are just words. Cavity, plaque. What's the other word for it? Oh my. Okay, we'll keep on collecting a couple more, like a few more memes, and we'll show them at the end because we're close to finishing up. Gingivitis. Yes. Fluoride. Toothbrush. 666 subscribers. Yes. Bad breath. Halitosis. Dragon's breath. I think if he tries hard, he could actually spit fire.
Grifter, con man, cock waffler. Yeah, these are all words that you can
Oh, I forgot one more for you, Oakley. Dental hygienist.
now associate with this particular cock waffler, Witsit, because
Turkish
that's what he
prisoner.
is. Say again.
Okay. Wait. Wait. Copy link. Oh, yes. Mouthwash, floss, maybe a fucking dentist. Tooth decay, yes. Dentures. This is the cock waffle. Oh my. Dentures in the future. Well, not too far. Not too far.
Turkish prisoner.
Turkish prisoner? What? I don't think that applies.
Obviously, there's the spark, and you have consciousness.
And what's that? Is that the stillness or the non-stillness that we can't have? Which is it?
Right? And so,
No, I've got a query.
so then you have this moment that becomes a physical interaction where
Our consciousness becomes a physical interaction, does it? We have this moment where that happens. Do we?
He's talking about how souls or spirits get into the body at conception. Like, holy crap. Longing, Rusted, 17, Daybreak, Furnace 9, Benign, Homecoming 1, and Fright Car. Wait, what are we doing?
Just do it again. Why not? Seems appropriate. Con man, grifter, charlatan, scammer. These are all words you can associate with this particular con man and grifter and scammer and con artist. That's what he is. He's talking complete nonsense. He's a grifter. Give him 15,000 views.
Oh, dude, you're so butthurt about that. May I suggest some ointment for that?
where now you are conceived.
No, I wouldn't call it recollection. That would be a stretch. But from my understanding, my dad had intercourse with my mother, and then there was conception, then the birth canal, then I came into physical existence. It wasn't metaphysical. That's my understanding. I obviously wasn't there.
He's clearly not talking about the physical aspect of that. Holy crap.
Okay, and now you go through the beginning of this process where you're going to go through life and then come out the womb, and you're going to start to actually become like a human. And
yes, this is the only thing he said accurate so far.
You're like, why am I here? What's the pursuit of this? You're right. Why are we here? What are we doing here? What's the purpose?
And me, I'm here to pay my mortgage. I tell people Earth is measured flat so that I can pay a mortgage with a YouTube video that may or may not sustain 500 views after putting quite a lot of effort into producing it, making sure I've got decent sound, decent lighting, decent camera.
You just forgot to be like a decent person, and that should fix all of your problems.
Decent microphone. I've made sure that the kids have been removed. I've made sure that I've got a decent rhetoric. That is to say, when I say Earth's measured flat, I can offer measurements to go along with that statement.
No, you can't.
What I'm not doing is what this con man, grifter, sharp.
Oakley, I'm sorry to tell you, but you do the same thing. You just don't have the outlandish claim of the ether. Hold on. Nathan has a mother. Yes, but he wasn't birthed so much as he was just shot out. So yeah, that's what I think. That's why he is the way he is.
Charlatan is doing for his 15,000 views that apparently aren't enough to sustain him. Yeah? Because apparently this guy's e-begging and telling the world how difficult it's been to be given an all-expenses-paid trip to Antarctica. Very difficult.
Dude, he's worse. Like, he's worse than one of those really clingy exes. He's hurt about the views. He's hurt about Witsit going on the trip. He's hurt that Witsit is e-begging. Like, Oakley, are you kind of hot for Witsit? Because I'm starting to doubt if maybe this is love. Maybe you love that awesome red hair he has, and his arms and that kind of stuff. Maybe you're in love with Witsit. Have you ever wondered that, Mr. Oakley?
When you get 15,000 views, cock waffling about how still things aren't.
Oh, yes. His group has also spent 4 years talking about celestial navigation without doing one single navigation problem. Oh, yeah. No! Jooms, no! I'm sorry. I kind of have a bit of a cold. Whew. Jooms, wow. That was dark.
When they're ether. Yeah, it must be very hard to be Witsit.
The purpose, seemingly, is eventually you get back to your state of rest. It's almost as if you're going back to your.
So when we are traveling down the birth canal after conception, metaphysically speaking, according to Witsit.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he's not talking about that. When you say you go back, he means when you die and your soul. Like, oh, fuck. What Witsit is saying is dumb. But then how dumb do you have to be to not understand what he's saying? Like, holy shit.
It's like going back. No.
In this long pursuit of...
No, it's not like going back in a long pursuit. It's like birth.
Your initial state.
It's just birth.
That's what's at the end of the road, right?
No, it's at the beginning of the road. This is complete nonsense.
I love that you call it complete nonsense and you're so raging mad that you don't understand it, Oakley.
Is rest.
No, tends to be the case that when babies are produced, you get almost no rest. This is nonsense.
That's a great point, Aldebaran. Watching this, Witsit looks like a professional speaker compared to Nathan's put downs. That's so good. And that's the difference between Witsit and Nathan. I don't like either of them. But you have to admit that Witsit has a way of working, at the very least, his audience. And if he catches you off guard, he can bamboozle you into believing. You, Oakley, with this super confrontational attitude that you have towards anyone and the mute button, that's why no one watches your show. That's why literally no one likes you. That's why you change 3 or 4 times a year. You change the people that are on your panel of morons because you want all the money for you. You're not willing to share with either of them. When Arwen started doing pre-shows for your show and he started getting super chats, you started doing pre-shows so that someone who was on your panel and was trying to get his beak wet a little bit because he was taking money from you, then you like literally screw them over because you want all that money for you. You are all about the money. Like, you're literally here crying, Oakley, that Witsit makes more money than you. I would never dare to compare how much money any of my YouTube creator friends make. It's just like, okay, you made a bunch of money. That's awesome for you. Witsit has improved his appearance and presentation over the last few years. Perhaps the influence of his wife on improving his looks. Yeah, I totally get that. And yes, he has cleaned up a lot. He doesn't look like a hobo anymore. I hope Oakley sees this and understands that the godless atheist communist, knowing that I hope understand what is being said and can see that then racist Witsit has more appeal, right? Witsit is racist, he's anti-Semitic, he's overall a pretty horrible person, spat on his wife, and yet people still like him way more than Oakley. And everyone knows what he's done. Like, and still, even now that he's chastised, he has 1,055 comments on his video, and Oakley has 329.
And maybe like truly understanding the actual process of disequilibrium on your way to the equilibrium.
But no, it's not disequilibrium on the way to equilibrium. It was conception. Penis meets vagina, ejaculation, sperm meets egg, conception, growth of baby, traveling down the birth canal, and then life. Yeah, those are the things that actually occur, unlike the absolute tripe and nonsense cockwaffle that came out of this complete scammer.
Etc. But anyway, I think that's pretty...
Etc. No, you're just wrong in all regards. You didn't describe the process of conception. You're just an idiot. You're not taught what conception is, you utter retard. Should say hello to Brian, because he's probably here to condemn me or tell me I'm doing a really good job. One or the other. It's normally one.
Actually, life begins before birth. Oh, yeah. And then Witsit said something which, if some of the more hardcore fundamentalist Christians would hear him, he would get ostracized, because he said that after you're born, then you become human. And a lot of the arguments of the pro-life position is that life and humanity, personhood even, begins at conception. That's when the sperm enters the egg. So, like, this is so weird in so many ways at the same time that it's wild.
One extreme. How's it going, Brian?
Hey Nathan, how are things? Everything's okay. Everything's normal.
Oh, jolly good.
I'm not going to berate you or compliment you.
Oh, fair
I don't
enough.
know what you're doing. I've only just joined.
I was
Only
hoping
because
you
you've only
did
just
say you've
joined.
heard enough, because I have.
I have. But we have got 20 minutes left on this live stream. So,
I know you're covering Witsit. That's all I know. I just saw that for a second on there.
Does he stream with a fixed 1 hour kind of he does. Oh wow, he does. Check this out. Yeah, he tries to keep them. Sometimes they go long and they extend for like a little bit. This is 1 hour and 43, 1 hour and 20, yada yada. But yeah, he does stream for like 1 hour. How does the fuck does he do that? Weird.
just irritating. He's a con man.
Pretty profound.
Yeah,
is
but
that
by
when
you
people
Go on, Neil.
by you bringing it out, I'm telling you, it helps a lot of people, because a lot of people are deceived by this guy. You got to read his comments. It's sickening, and I understand how you feel.
Dude, this has got to be Joe Pesci. The voice, the accent, it's exactly the same. This has to be Joe Pesci undercover being a flat earther. This is the only explanation I have. Like, he sounds just like him.
You're giving it your all. You're giving measurements. You're giving facts here, and you're struggling to get freaking subscribers or views.
And you're struggling to get the freaking subscribers. Dude, it can't be. This is throwing me for a loop. That has got to be Joe Pesci.
I'd be pissed off too.
Well, the game's rigged. I already know that, right? Witsit's part of that game. Yeah.
Wait, how does that work? Because he's also a flat earther. He's also... okay, I think I got it. He thinks that Witsit is propped up as like what did he call it? Controlled opposition. So because he's controlled opposition, he is doing like way better than you, and that makes you mad. But Witsit also says that he's censored. So how the fuck does that even work? Tori Hansel says, good morning, everyone. It's where you told me it's like 1 a.m.
Well, past what you say, that they're resting. That is, I mean, you know, what happens, right? So I think that's crazy. Like all the way through physics, all the way to how we live, and like our spirit, if you will.
No, this is biology. I mean, ultimately speaking, that's describing physics because that's the overarching umbrella of biology. Conception being part of biology, biology being part of physics, the physical and natural world, the study thereof. That's science. And there's definitely a cause and effect relationship when we're talking about sex and childbirth. But it doesn't change the fact that what Witsit's cock waffling his way through is the metaphysical conundrum of coming into a spiritual being. Yeah, I can do it too. Yeah, cock waffle like a charlatan. Yeah, it's easy.
It's all the same thing, which is that there's perfect stillness, and then
Here we are again. This last 3 minutes has been about there being no stillness and the stillness that we have, and how you can have the profundity to appreciate the non-stillness stillness.
There's disequilibrium.
I'm sorry, I just got an email. I'm reading that. Give me 1 second. Nah, nope. That's a major nope. Okay. 1 hour ago. Okay. Okay, I'll share this with everyone. Hold on, let me just make sure that I don't dox anyone. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted, but I think it's important to address this. Okay. Says, Max, congratulations on your relaunch. It's doing great. Yeah, I know. I think it's clean break from me, and the drama will boost your channel. No, it's just people like what I do. And, you know, the community has had my back from moment one. I didn't go on air because I wanted to make a full disclosure. Once I was settled in my home, I wanted to see if you want to continue working with me, even if it was just promoting the channel. I honestly think this is better for you, though. Well, no, duh. Just know I will be a cheerleader from behind the scenes. Save that. No matter what you think about me, I understand the social stigma and why you want nothing to do with me. Yeah, it's not social stigma. This was my thing. This was my thing. It's not, I don't care about social stigma. I never cared about it. Yes. I wanted to go in a new direction addressing climate change and social issues, especially the criminal justice reform, and all videos are finally gaining traction with the change of formatting. I have written a lot on it over 8 months. The channel is not getting any traction. You're buying subscribers, you're buying views. Like, none of this works with me. Like, the sub story doesn't work. You guilt tripping me and trying to like go on the attack when you told me that I didn't grow the channel when I clearly did. And if I had left it alone, it would have just died. I will be launching a new talk channel with someone else here in Ohio to discuss these issues in a real studio, thanks to a major donor. But the old channel will be devoted to face the content. Couldn't care any less. I am forming a 5013 for it to make it non-profit, with all the proceeds going to help address social injustice and climate change. I recommend reading the new Jim Crow. I actually wanted to help run the 501c3, but I will find other people who are willing to work for me, to work with me. I met a lot of great people in... Wait, what? I met a lot of great people in prison, but bad people too, but those were rare. I am not in this for the money. I have my retirement now. FYI, I didn't do what I was accused of. Couldn't care less. I mean, you wasn't accused of. You got convicted, which is not the same. If you ever want to review the court transcripts and what transpires previously, Max, I never lied to you. It was a 42-year-old woman I was supposedly talking to, never solicited. I wanted to help and stop her. I have been seeing a therapist about the reasons that put me in this situation, but it's not related to sex. I could not care less. I could not care less. Shoot, I think I showed my full inbox there for a second. Sorry about that. Oh, damn. I'm such an idiot. Pleaded found. That is almost the same to me. And in particular, with this type of a thing, for me, just the accusation is enough for me to want to distance. And he tried every trick that manipulators try, every trick in the book. I thought you were my friend. Then when I didn't go for that, went on to the sub story, which I had already told him I didn't want to hear. Then went on, when that didn't work, went on the attack and was like, you didn't grow the channel. Well, yes, I did. And you can see here that I don't have to buy views. I don't have to buy subscribers. Just have to do what I do and continue. But yeah, I'll reply and I'm just like, yeah, don't cheerly, don't even mention, just forget that I ever existed. He lied about something GE Willing did. F.U. Oz. Yep. Roger that said, you did the best thing for you. Leave him well in the past. Good riddance. Exactly. DPD Bank says he wants to collaborate because he can't afford to keep desperately buying views and subs. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's super obvious. I haven't checked it in a while, but, well, in a couple of days. But if you go here, one sec. We looked at it yesterday. 14,000 fake subs, 9,000 views on a video, and 3 likes. That shit ain't real. Yep. It's way more than obvious. And I mean, the lie, like, how can I trust that you will not lie to me when you lie to me for the whole time? Because this happened way before the channel started. So I don't know. And yeah, cheerlead, whatever, like, seriously, I don't care. Just go away. All right, let's wrap this up because I was having a really awesome time, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, huh. But yeah, thank you, but no, thank you.
Disequilibrium now. Is it still or is it disequilibrium? Which is it? Equilibrium or disequilibrium? Cockwaffler, scammer, charlatan, fraud, con man.
And
these are
At
just
least tarot
words.
card readers give you some hope at the end of the session. I don't know what I'm getting from this. I'm just confused.
that exists within this material physical world.
And I am a material girl.
You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Love that.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
And everything in this material physical world is constantly just everywhere you look, everything
Material.
is trying to seek equilibrium, you know?
A material girl.
Pressure mediation, everything's trying to get the rest.
Ooh, check this out. They have a bot there. 71 watching. Thank you. Please share the show on Facebook and X. It's only 2 clicks. Like and subscribe too. Oakley, we are 87 here. Nope.
And then eventually
Living in a material world.
you actually step back off into that perfect stillness, that back
That we don't have. That you disclaimed. Wanker, charlatan, con man, grifter, con artist. All words that you can use to describe this con man. Witsit.
round ocean, if you will.
The round ocean, if you will. No, I don't.
Nathan, is
Yeah.
he trying to say that we are all spirits in the material world? Is that what he's saying?
Material.
We are spirit.
Yeah, you're referencing the wrong song, Nathan. You got Madonna. We're talking about the police.
You're talking about the police. I'm talking about the shagger known as.
Yes. Like Oakley is the one in the one that fits best is Material Girl. What the hell?
As Madonna.
How dare you?
How dare I? Absolutely do.
Why was I timed out? I don't know. Twitwit. Can someone tell me in the chat why Twitwit was timed out?
Probably because he's a
Aaron.
twit.
So maybe Ron Boston could tell me.
Are we done? Is this it? Was that it, Neil?
Are you satisfied, Neil?
Yeah, you can move on.
Ruining
I
our
want him
weekends.
I want him to get into when he snaps his finger like he's God, but you understand.
No,
He-
Neil, Neil, keep up. That already happened, but Oakley kind of messed it. All right. I think that this. Hello. How you doing? Finally here. Okay. Okay. We have so many memes we need to catch up on. So I will oh my. All right, get ready. We're doing a rapid fire of memes and we'll be on our way for tonight. I'm sorry, CK, but we've been on for a while. So this is Oakley's Sweet Ball Sweat. Love that. We have the Coke Waffles. And then we have this one. Coke Waffler, Wanker, Scammer, Liar, Shield, Conman, Grifter, Charlatan. Oh, yes. And hold on. Because I don't want to share. Okay. These couple are from Roger. I'm stopping the share while I move so I don't, I don't show who I'm talking to. Donator acoustic guitarist says, dipshit Witsit, a total crook. I mean, this is Oakley at Flat Earth Debate 7,745. Oh, this is so good. I need your boots and millions of dollars from your space agency. Hey, but the Terminator. Oh, King Fede says, hi from Italy. Hello. I was going to say some, like a little phrase that I know in Italian, but you might get offended, so I won't. Hi, Mikey. That's a good time to ask for a PayPal. Do you have one more? Yes, clearly he needs a wellness check. He needs a welfare check. Oh, wow. I think this is the last one, right? Yes. Shoop. Hold on. We did that one. Okay. And Zoomy sent me a couple more. Roger, that says, thank you for showing them. Oh, yeah. It's becoming a part of... it's becoming a stable part of the show. That we share some of the memes. The one that created it was Katie, and then people are joining, so we're going all in. We're going all in with the memes. And David, it's admonishing me. You better fix that makeover for tomorrow, Max, or else I'll send Oakley to your house to call you a cockwaffler. Yes, tomorrow there's an after show for a debate and MDD. So tomorrow we will have a bunch the new graphics and backgrounds that David has made. I just didn't have too much time to get that ready for today. But David, I can't thank you enough. If you want to consider helping, Icy Spins sent the link not too long ago. I don't find it because I'm here. That's the PayPal link if you want to send a little coin until we get the monetization. But we are well on our way to get that sorted. Just need view hours. So fortunately, we had a bunch of content coming right up. There's a couple of debates coming up on MDD, and we'll do something on the weekend. I was kind of out sick this weekend. I was supposed to DJ a party on Saturday, and I woke up on Saturday with like my whole nose like stuffed and not feeling too well. I was like, oh hell no. So fortunately, Dr. J and Isa took over the after show. So yeah, that is so good. I'm sorry that I kind of cut the... We were having a laugh and I kind of went down the serious route. I just saw it now live. I was checking something else and I saw it and I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll talk because I don't want to hide stuff from you. Like you have heard, one of the worst things I've done, which was bang my neighbor's wife. So I don't want to. I don't want to lie to you. Oh, okay. Who sent me this? I forget. Hold on. Oh, this was Evil Producer. I will save this one for when I have him on. So yeah. All righty. I don't think I have enough. Was your neighbor's wife an old lady you punched in the face? Not exactly. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go watch while I cook dinner and stuff. I'm going to go watch and see what that Gigi. I think I'm catching like second-hand hate. That Gigi person hates Ozian. And because I was on the channel, they also started hating me by association. But I have no quarrel with them. They're just kind of stupid. Monkey Kappa Pat says, no, Max, I'm happy you share that. We need a dose of reality here and there. Yes. Max V, hi, peeps and pipettes, mate addicts, and the rest. Hello, Max. How you doing? Anything else? Yes. Like, sub, share. It's not easy rebuilding, but we're getting there. We're just doing our thing and keep on keeping on. That's the way it is. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here. Before you go, make sure to do the social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and yell, subscribe to Yerba Mate Talks! And that way we can share the love for the channel. I can't thank you enough. This was so much fun. Tomorrow, remember, we'll be doing after show. So that should go up sometime tomorrow or maybe while I cook dinner. Thank you, everyone, for being there. Love you all. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care and have a good night.